welcome in, family. Welcome in, man. It is good to be back in action. Man, what time it is. What time it is, man. Sorry for my absence, man. I appreciate my panel for holding it down for me while I was in the absence of the last couple of days. Man, they did a phenomenal job just holding it down for me while I was gone. Appreciate everybody that reached out to me. Blessings, man. But man, I am back. We finna get into some things today. We finna talk Colorado versus ASU. Um, but before we do that, right, I'll get into what I seen from the game from USC and Colorado. I'm gonna give that before I get into the ASU game. Appreciate everybody that's in the building. Appreciate the members that's in the building, man. Salute to everybody. I am back. Yes, family, I am back, man. Appreciate everybody that reached out to me, for the blessings, things like that. I really do appreciate that. But here's my intake from the Colorado versus USC game. Because I know I haven't given my intake because I've been out. My parents been on doing a phenomenal job for me. Just getting the ins and outs for you guys. But overall, I said Colorado needs to go 1-1 versus USC and Oregon. We didn't get it accomplished, but we got a lot of things accomplished in my eyes. And what I mean by accomplishment, I mean that we got to see other players, other things circulate for Colorado, and for them to work through it, to see the adversity, for them to fight back. We dug ourselves a hole again, but hey, it's over with and done with, right? We're moving forward. That game's behind us. Now we're on to the next game. So, hey, I am looking for, a great weekend. But what I would tell you exactly how this title is, don't underestimate this game. Because we got a lot of things that, we can work on, we can get better, but I love the direction we're going in. And guess what? The best part of this whole situation is we are getting healthier at the right time. Think about it. We made it through 5 games and being hurt and battling, and now we about to get healthy. It's about to be some problems. But what up, Jonas? Hey, Miss Jennifer. What up, Mac? What up, Kay? We need some recruiting information, brother. Yes, I will be giving some of that information. Not today, though. But what I would say when it comes to the recruiting tip, what up, Tremaine? What I would say on a recruiting tip, the visits did go great over the weekend. We did get some silent commits over the weekend. Nothing's public, but we did get some commitments over the weekend. So, hey, things are looking right in Boulder. I know everybody waiting on that first commitment so we can talk about it. Who's this player? Who's that player? Things in there. What I will say to you right now, we have between 4 to 8 players on a solid commitment that is coming to Boulder, Colorado, that you have not heard about or know about publicly. But I do know who the solid commitments are. But I'm not going to touch base because I don't want to ruin a kid's commitment. So we're there. Let's see. They should have learned that lesson from CSU. I agree, Ms. Jennifer. I agree. But you also got to remember, like, a lot of things happen between CSU, Oregon, and USC, right? The injuries, the injury bug got us. At the end of the day, the injury bug got us. So it's easy to say we should have learned, but we learned, and then we had injuries on top of learning. And so then now you're replacing, injured players with players that's coming back from injury that hasn't had that feel or that, that went back from football yet. So now you putting them in, so things just look chaos against Oregon. And then now, week 2 of having injured players back, we start to look better. So now we're back to week 3, and guess what? Now we get Slushy back. Bless me. The possibility of getting Travis Hunter back this week. Bless me. It is a 50-50 chance that Travis does play this weekend. If it's me, I'm holding Travis out for another week. Let him come back at home against Stanford. We go into the bye week, get ready for UCLA. But you know, Travis gonna be Travis. Travis wants to play. You know, he wants to be out there for his team. Let's get back on this winning streak. I can say this: we about to get back on this winning streak. So be on the lookout, man, because we about to get it started. Hey, Miss Smiley, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, Miss Pleasure Plump. Hey, Miss Tanisha. Yes, yes, man. It's good to be back, man, for sure, for sure. Um, Rendell, what's happening? Rob, what is the status on Shiloh? Is he good to go for Saturday? So Shiloh and Travis Hunter, both 50-50 right now. Playing this weekend. There is a good possibility you see both of them, but hey, it is a 50 chance. What up, Jonas? What I would say to y'all right now, the decision won't be made on who's in and who's out the lineup until Thursday. So Thursday is normally the day where you'll find out what players are playing, what players are not. I will say Carter Stoudemire is back. I know y'all see Slush on the videos, but Slush could have played Saturday. They chose not to play him on Saturday, so that's that. So, Rob, is there any way to keep Kermani, Travis, and Cooper on the field? Maybe move Travis to free safety or star. I feel like those three need to be on the field. So, Tremaine, to answer your question, I've been saying this for weeks now. What will probably happen is Kermani and Travis will be at the corners, and they'll move Cooper to safety. They actually moved Cooper to safety like the Nebraska game, they put him there, but we'll see, right? There will be some adjustments made on the defensive side, and the good thing is we're getting healthy, so at the right time. So you're going to see a lot of adjustments being made on that defensive side of the ball. So just stay tuned to that. To see what's going on. What up, Coach Dre?
Say, Rob, look, hey,
Go
I didn't
go
want to
ahead,
drop
go ahead,
in and tell
Jonas.
you. I want to drop in and tell you, look, I think our prayers have been answered, dog. I watched their Reach the People video,
Yep.
and when Coach Prime was hollering at Ride Water on when he was sitting on a golf cart, that boy told
Yep.
Ride Water, you and Charlotte gonna cause problems back there. So that
But
let
what?
me know right there.
But what
Trevor
I've been
Woods on a short leash, boy.
what I've been saying from day one.
Boy, Trevor Woods on a short leash, boy.
Hey,
When Prime
T
said that, he said, man,
T
he said you and Charlotte gonna cause some problems back there. I said,
TW,
ooh,
TW, TW. Don't say no. I'm
yeah,
trying
yeah,
to.
yeah,
Okay, I'm trying to
yeah,
get away.
yeah,
I know you know, but for anybody to come up, man, just say players and issues. Try not to look at it as
I'm
like
at
a
work.
bash
I'm
of the
at work, bro.
players. But
I just wanted to get your thoughts on that, you heard, bro?
oh yeah, man. But it's something I've been saying from day one, man. You just got to give Rod Ward opportunity. I know what Rod Ward can do, man. He's an All American. Like he's an All American. You got an All American sitting on the bench just waiting on the opportunity. Like you can't get it no better. Like I knew when Charlotte was out, I said yes sir. Roger Ward finna go out there and do his thing, and I was talking back and forth with his mom, and I'm like, man, he about to go out there and do his thing. He about to go out there and do his thing. You ain't got to tell me nothing. I know what Roger Ward can do. I just been waiting for him to get that opportunity to go do his thing. So I'm glad him and Coach Prime because I seen the same thing Coach Prime said. I said, man, him and Charlotte out there, they're gonna be a problem. They are going to be a problem. They're gonna be out there knocking people's heads off, flying around, getting to the ball. You're not gonna see all these missed assignments. It's gonna be a lot of communication. And Rod Ward just, he been waiting on his opportunity. So now the opportunity is there, right? And so now we gonna get to see.
Bro,
But
that dude played that whole game 100 miles an hour, dog.
yeah,
That whole game.
yep. And let me say this about Travis Hunter. If it's me, I expect Travis Hunter not to come back until after the bye. I'm just gonna put that out there in front of the street. I know he wants to play, but it don't make sense because we can go win both of these games without Travis Hunter. He goes through the bye week. He's healthy for USC, down for the stretch run when we really need him. So allow him to miss these next two games, come back, UCLA, and play. So that's what I'm gonna
Bro,
say about Travis Hunter.
bro, that dude ain't, boy, boy, he gonna play. If it's up to him, he gonna play, dog. Coach
Yeah,
Prime got to tell him no. Like
no,
if the
I don't.
if the doctor say he can play, he gonna play. Because you
Yeah,
got to think
but
about it. You got to think about it. From CSU to Oregon was 7 days. From Oregon to USC was 14 days. From USC to Arizona State gonna be 21 days. That's 3 weeks.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though. You gotta think about it. We got that bye week, so why not? Why we will need him in that UCLA game versus need him in ASU and Stanford. Those are like that's how I'm looking at it. I'm like, man, if we plan this smart, we plan this the right way, right? And it's just on like you as a coach, right? Would you rather give him 2 more weeks to rest? He's fully 100% ready to go for UCLA, and we got him down the stretch, right? So now you got him for UCLA, you got him for Arizona, you got him for the Oregon State game, um, and so on and so forth. Washington State and Utah, and we getting healthy at the right time. It's not like we healthy and we losing these games. We not healthy and we lost these 2 games, and we finna get healthy going into the stretch run to really make a playoff run. I'm keeping Travis Hunter out until UCLA. He come back during the bye week, get him right, do all his testing, make sure everything good, and we ready to go for that stretch run. Cause we about to hit that stretch run right now. So we gonna find out. What up, Lawrence? I think Travis Hunter comes back UCLA. Yeah, I truly do believe that he's gonna sit. And it's just me saying it, right? I haven't talked to nobody today, or any of my sources up in Boulder, but I just think that's what's gonna happen. What up, Coach Dre?
What's happening? I
Not much.
mean, he,
Talk to me.
he I would do that as well, but I would do it for another reason. I would do it because these are 2 games where Kamani can get some confidence playing the same kind of defense that you want to play with Travis out there.
Yeah.
So if you bring him back again, we in a dilemma because people still feel like Cooper shouldn't come off the field. So, you know, we don't want Kamani to put himself in the rotation. And so now you can give Travis a break and still play the same defense with Kamani. And I think that's what they've been looking for. Like I went back and I really looked at some of the well off videos, and I looked at when he did that interview with the pivot. He told people I got 2 long corners out there, and I think he was talking about Kamani and Travis. But I think we got a surprise coming out of Florida. I think the news should drop by. I give it about 2 weeks. I give it about 2 weeks.
You said some news should be dropping out of Florida today.
Yeah, about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks.
I can't hear you, Bert.
Yeah,
You
about 2 weeks.
about 2 weeks? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I know we got some. I know we got some solid commitments, and they just ain't publicly came out. I mean,
Oh yeah. We definitely got them. I told you, we definitely got them.
and some of that is due to Coach Prime wanting to just keep it behind the scenes, and some of it is the recruits. So we
But you
definitely,
said you said the right thing. Nobody wants to spoil a kid. This is their moment, and you
yeah,
don't want to take their moment away from them. This is their moment. You don't want to take it away from them. Kids been waiting their whole life, but y'all also don't know. They trying to throw NIL down here in high school, like the Florida Athletic Association is talking about NILs for high school students.
yep.
And if
I
they
seen
do that,
I seen they
and if
trying to
they
get that approved.
yeah, they trying to. Well, I think they had a meeting last night. I think they're gonna have a vote next week.
Okay.
And if that happens, the floodgates gonna open in Florida.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely. I
But
chat. I know Coach Prime doing his interview right now. Just post in the chat what he's saying.
yeah, he well Shador was up there first, and then he came in, so he probably up there now. But Shador was talking first. Shador was talking first.
I'll say this: Savion Washington may not play this weekend. Expect Reggie Young to start at right tackle.
I don't think he's gonna play for about 2 3 weeks. I think it's a high ankle sprain. He
Yeah,
walking on that thing, so I don't see him. Maybe UCLA,
That's
maybe the game
that's
after.
exactly what happened, Drake. That's exactly what it was. He fell on. He twisted his ankle. It was a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, and that high ankle sprain is bad. It's bad. It's really
bad. Yeah,
bad.
it's bad for small people. I know it's bad for a big person.
Right. You see, they got him on this little the crutches because they don't want him to put all his weight down. He got to walk him, and he got him on the little the crutches things because they don't want him to put his weight on there at all.
Hey, Mac, yes. Yeah, but I mean, it's a good opportunity for somebody else to step up, right? Hey,
Yeah, I like the
that's
way number 70 played. I like the way number
yeah.
70 played this week.
It's a change up, right? Seeing Reggie Young in there at right tackle, but hey, now you forced to have to play somebody else because of injury. So now, you know, we gonna see. But yes, SW will be out. He's in a walking boot. And Reggie Young should be the person that's gonna fill his position like he is right now. So hey.
And you said the biggest thing in your in the what's called this. I told y'all every week from this. That's our thing. We got to go 1-0 this week. We can't worry about next week. We can't overlook nobody. We want to be
Yep.
4-2 after this week, but we want to be 1-0 after this game. So ASU ain't no pushover. They play USC damn hard.
I mean,
ASU gonna run that ball, boy.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
no doubt.
that's gonna be the
ASU
key,
gonna
right? What kind of defense do we put out there against their run? Because right now, they ain't trying to force the ball down the field like that. Now they do got some receivers, right? They can go get it. And they got their number one wide receiver. He gets a lot of touches throughout the game, so it's gonna be interesting to see who matches up on him. Will it be a Carmani? Will it be Cooper? Like who takes the number one receiver? But they
Them the only
first
two.
thing they
Them the
want to
only
do
two
is run
people.
that ball.
Them the only two people we got. I ain't got no more faith in Jacquez right now.
Uh,
And that's my boy. I love him to death, but right now I ain't got no faith in him. I think he still might be a little hurt, and I think he's just trying to play because I don't know how many years he got left. Like them kids that ain't got a lot of time left, they pushing through. They trying to play because they ain't got a lot of time left.
yeah, I
Um,
mean, yeah, Jr. Um, he's a graduate, so I mean,
right, you see what I'm saying? Um,
I think he got one more year because of the COVID, but he's got
but
a
what I'm saying is, what I'm telling you is, how far do you, if you don't prove yourself now with what you're gonna have coming in, we don't know what's
yeah.
gonna be at a quarter. You get what I'm saying? It's like, what we gonna do?
yeah. I
It's
You
so
mean,
much
know?
for him. He got to just put something on tape just so he can make it to the XFL or the USFL or something.
yeah, he
He
Yeah,
been
got
yeah,
to
yeah.
he
There's so many options, right? There's a
he
lot of
been
options
hurt a
now.
lot.
Yeah, and that's his biggest thing is
but what a lot of them do, they got to put something on film, bro. They ain't getting no playing time where they was at, and they come here and they getting hurt. So that's what I'm saying, like
well, Quez got film. He got film from where he come from. He got film. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure they wanted the film from this year. And the question is, you're not starting. And now when scouts look at it, they gonna look and say, well, is you better than Cremani? Are you better than Carter Stoudemire? I don't know. So, but like you say, you want all these kids to succeed, especially when you came from somewhere else. You want to see them ball out. Um, I want to see Slush succeed. I think he should be back. But again,
He'll
it
be
comes
back.
back to what y'all say: who coming off the field?
Yeah. So
And if
I
it's
tell
not
you,
Trevor
yeah,
Woods, we got a problem.
yeah. So Carter Stoudemire is back and Slush is back. So somebody in the rotation coming out. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
You can't
Somebody in the
take out
rotation
Cam.
coming out.
You can't take Cam out. You can't take Cam out. You can't take Sim Craig out.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, Cam is hurt, so I want to see what they're gonna do with him this
Yeah,
week.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Whether
he
they,
fought through that thing.
yeah,
He a different breed of player. And I didn't know Sap like this will let you know that this Sap thing finna happen. They keep that real quiet about was because when you said oh Sap here, I was like Sap there.
yeah,
He here. I was like, oh yeah, it's a done deal.
yeah, yeah. Sap's the coach. It's like he gonna have everything, all the paperwork lined up for him ready to go. So you ain't gotta worry about that.
Hell, T.O. might as well be a coach as much as he does.
He gonna how I look at T.O. I look at him as he gonna be there, but he gonna be like the analyst, just like Sap is.
Right, I got
But
you. I got you. I got you.
yeah, you know. But see, with him not being an analyst, he could talk to the players individually and still be there. He go to the analyst role, then he can't talk to them 1-on-1. But some way, somehow, he gonna be in the mix around
Yeah,
Coach.
them rules is so stupid. I just think like them, when I really look down and looked at the analyst rules and what they man, it's so stupid.
Bro, it's like if you gonna let them be an analyst and let them have an input, you might as well let them talk to a player. Like, what's the point? Well, you can only talk to coaches, but you can talk to the group, but you can't talk to them individual. Like, come on, man, what are we doing? Because
Uh,
basically, all I gotta do is say, "Hey, I just need a group of people back right now." You know what I'm saying? And
It's
with them
crazy.
people,
You got to analyze the players, but you can't talk to them.
right?
what they trying to I guess what they say they was trying. This the rule. What coaches tell us is they trying to limit like you ain't never had a guy like Prime, but you had Nick Saban. So Nick Saban had all kind of guys coming in, and you don't want all of that knowledge or giving them kids or giving Alabama a more advantage than people already think they was getting. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I guess that's what they figure they're trying to do, but it's really not stopping them.
And a lot of them old washed up coaches, Nick Saban saved their career too.
Oh, Nick Saban is saying a lot of people's careers. That's why at the end of the day, you got to always respect him because Nick Saban took guys that nobody wanted. But what y'all finna see now in the HBC community is I won't be surprised if two or more head coaches be NFL Hall of Famers. I won't be surprised this year if Ray Lewis ain't the head coach at South Carolina State, and I wouldn't be surprised if Ed Reed ain't the head coach at Southern University after this year.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? And then if they do what Dion did, you're gonna see them move up the ranks real quick because now you need a coach like this. You have no other coach that can sell. Nick Saban and Dabo Sweeney, they okay. And even I'll put Harbaugh in there and the dude from Ohio State. Notre Dame is just gonna always be Notre Dame, and people gonna always think of it. But and I want that guy to stay there because he's a black head coach, and I want him to do well. But besides those guys, everybody else, you behind the eight ball. So not every university they're trying to find a way. Do you see the money he's resonated for University of Colorado in the Boulder area? Like that's what you want, and there's nobody else that's going to generate that kind of publicity right now, not from college football.
yeah, that's facts. And to piggyback on your point, there's gonna be some HBCU coaches calling Prime to come up to Boulder.
Well,
Because people gonna try to take people off of Coach Prime staff, and it's gonna be interesting who replaces who this offseason. But there's gonna be some couple coaches that leave this offseason, and
oh, no
who's
doubt,
gonna
no
be the
doubt, no
replacement?
doubt, no doubt, no doubt. But I don't think it'll be Lewis now. I think he got one more year. Like, and I don't want him to take a mid-level job when I think if he waits 2 years, he get a bigger job.
Yeah,
Because right now, I don't see a job worth. Like I say, Texas A&M doing decent. So that was a job I was looking at. Like, damn, that Texas A&M job might be intriguing if. But I think they're gonna get the way Jimbo trying to bounce back. I think he's gonna keep his job.
yeah, he definitely on the hot seat though. He gotta make something happen. They gotta finish strong,
Well,
and
well, he got Alabama. I think he got Bama this week.
yeah, he got Bama this week. He got to be Bama. He got to. He got to get him he got to get him an opportunity. I appreciate the super chat from JR Boxing, Junior Boxing. What are your thoughts about high school NIL? And the question was to you and me, Dre, Coach Dre.
Uh, it's gonna make it hard for high school coaches. It's gonna make it very hard for high school coaches because You got to understand this ain't Texas, this ain't California, this ain't Texas, this ain't Georgia. These guys are not making $10,000 or this, that, and other. So now you gonna get a business who gonna get a kid to endorse them, and you might get these kids. If you give these kids $2,000, $3,000, they're making as much or more than the head football coach. You get what I'm saying? They definitely making more than the assistants. You giving the parents and the kids way more power than they need,
Yep.
and you gonna start seeing them throwing their weight around like that. So that's why I think it's bad. But what they got to do is they got to keep up with the time. But I just don't think it's smart.
And
But
for
from
me,
what I saw in the write up, I think it's they gonna limit it to a certain amount of money though too as well.
often say they better do that. They better limit to a certain amount of money because if they don't, here's the backlash of that, right? You're gonna have kids transferring all over the place because of NIL money,
Right,
and now you're gonna put more pressure on some of these coaches to really coach, and they're gonna have to deal with more headaches and more problems than they already deal with,
right,
right?
right, right, right.
And
Administration, like behind the scenes administration stuff, because what these NIL deals are gonna probably do is gonna help the school as well. So this place might come in and say, hey, we're gonna sponsor y'all, we're gonna get you new uniforms, but we'll also do that for the basketball team, and we'll do this for
yep,
this, or we'll do that for that. And so now you put the administration in it, and once you do that, now the coach got to kiss this kid behind to keep him there. Or the administration gonna be like, oh yeah, and you're gonna see athletic directors and principals getting involved in coaching business because they want this kid to stay because they want the money. So it's gonna be, especially down in the Miami area, Fort Lauderdale area down there, it's gonna become a problem.
yep. And with that
It,
being said, Coach, my question is to you, right? Will it impact the way schools schedule now?
it's definitely gonna have to. It's gonna have to because there's no need for you. Okay, Miami Central and Chaminade, Madonna, Lakeland High, places like that. If you give these NIL deals out and kids leave and go to other places and they become powerhouses, you're gonna have to let them play each other. Nobody else is gonna try to play them kids because you just don't have a chance.
Yep.
You just don't have a chance. You don't. It's like so. What they're gonna also have to do is they're gonna have to restructure these classifications because of the simple fact is these teams every year gonna load up to be able to win the state championship. But now in Florida, the big thing is to win the national championship. It ain't about the state no more for Chamadon, for Miami Central, uh, and all types of teams. St. Thomas Aquinas, IMG, which IMG already kind of NIL already. But the
Yep.
one thing about it is those kids get tired of that after a while in high school. And you see a lot of these kids that go to IMG, their senior year after they done got all their offers, they go back home to play
Yep.
football. It's like two or three of the kids that done did it already.
Winston Watkins.
Right. Yeah, they going back home to play football because so I think that's another reason why they trying to legalize it because they want to be able to say it out loud and not have to be
Yep.
doing it undercover and somebody get caught and you get a chance to get it. And then it's got to be some businesses telling the Florida Athletic Association they gonna line their pockets. That's the only reason these people could be wanting to do this. Somebody telling them they gonna, oh, we gonna make sure y'all got this. We gonna make sure y'all got that.
Yep. I mean,
So
it's going to cause chaos at first. It's going to cause chaos, and that's the thing
chaos,
that you
chaos
don't
ain't
want,
even the
right?
word.
It's like everybody's like, man, you should pay the high school players. You should pay them. You should pay them. You should
You
pay them.
shouldn't. You shouldn't.
But
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Because the
here's the backlash of it, right? Because now you start to get into politics. Let my let my son not be the starting quarterback. Let my son not be getting
well,
these numbers throughout the game.
listen to what I'm telling you is they coming in with that. So
Yeah,
So what's gonna start happening is these kids that's ninth, eighth graders coming into ninth grade, they gonna go out and get them NIL deal, and that's how they gonna approach the coach. Hey, I already got money, I already got NIL deal. My son gonna be the starting quarterback. If you can't tell me he gonna be the starting quarterback, then he not coming to your school.
facts. But then also, I done seen kids in Florida transfer to 4 different schools in 4 different years. And so it's
Oh yeah,
like,
bro. Listen. I know students. I know people that done that personally. So yeah, it happens.
but
It definitely happens.
it's really
But
finna happen with the NIL deals, though.
oh yeah,
And
it's
so
definitely finna happen.
that's the
But see
thing
what?
that worries me the most is like now these kids ain't really using like you're bucking the system. That's what I call it. You bucking the system. And so with these NIL deals in Florida, man, as much as I praise it and I love it, at the same
I
time,
don't. I don't. I don't
coaches,
love it. I don't love it. I don't love it because I agree with the college kids making money because the universities were making money off the kids. These schools aren't making money off these kids.
yeah,
That's the difference. That's the only difference with. I believe that the college kids, like we take University of Florida, like when Tim Tebow was here, them people make almost $100 million.
yeah,
So he deserved, like them kids deserve to get money. But in high school, they're not making any money off. Right now, your school has to be doing good for like Nike and all them businesses to come in and want to sponsor you. But there is not the kids are not making any money or bringing the school any money. So that's
that
why I say at the end of the day, that's why I figure that the high school association has been told that they're going to be able to do this. And I'm pretty sure that's what they're selling the coaches on. We're going to be able to up y'all salaries. We're going to be able to do this. We're going to be able to do that. But
yeah.
a lot of coaches understand that you already got egotistical kids, more egotistical parents than
It's
kids.
the parents more than it's the kids.
Right. And so now you talking about these people talking about giving you $4,000, $5,000 a month. Mama can pay her rent and the bills and all that stuff. She not studying that. So it's gonna be crazy, man. It is really gonna be
And,
crazy if they
and
pass
so
this law.
and just to think about that, right? We're not even talking about what the university is gonna give some of these schools.
Right.
All right, we ain't even got into that. So the way I look at it from the downfall side of this is that the smaller schools in the state of Florida are going to have to close because they're not going to be able to get kids there.
You or what's gonna happen is for you to compete. I'm gonna even say that about my city. For you to compete, you gonna have to. We got way too many high schools. A couple of these high schools gonna have to shut down. You gonna have to just have
Yeah,
two major high schools so you can have enough kids to compete.
yeah. And so that's the downfall. What I don't like about it, right? Because our and with this money, right? That because these schools are gonna get this money, regardless of what anybody want to say, how they want to put it. These universities are gonna start paying some of these high schools.
Well,
All these high schools do right
listen,
and
but
upgrade the
listen,
high school facilities
it,
and the overall school.
but listen to what I think. I really honestly feel, and it's just my opinion. Ain't nobody told me this. Is that these people got together and said, "Hey, we got to do something because if not, crime will come here and take all these kids." All these big top notch kids, instead of them going to Florida, Florida State, or Miami, even UCF right now, they gonna go and play for Prime in Colorado. We gotta find a way to. So now, like you said, hey, we in tow with Florida State. So all our big, hey, that's what you need to be pushing at your school. Hey,
Yeah,
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Hey, if we got a big time player, he going to Florida State because they gonna have this initiative for this kid and that initiative for this kid.
man. It's
Um,
and Coach Dre to that point, right? It's going to those high schools in Florida are going to start segregating on. Hey, if you come to this school, this where you're going to go play in college. If you go to that school, that's where you're going to go play in college. It's going to get to a point where it's going to be like that, and
it's definitely gonna be like that.
it's hard to say that, right? Because if you see Venice is going to be the school. Hey, if you want to go to Colorado, you're going to go play for Coach Nick. This is your route to Coach Prime.
But see, Coach Nick ain't a head coach. But see, in a minute, if well, I feel Nick end up in Colorado in some capacity after a while. If not, he gonna end up being a head coach somewhere in the high school.
Yeah,
And with his connection, and see now it's gonna be like some of these high school coaches that's legends. They gonna get pushed out away from big name guys from this area that can coach. You get what I'm saying? And that's gonna also hurt some people. But like I say, I think in the thing that I read, I think it's a cutoff. I think it's going to be a cutoff, like a certain amount that they can get, or is the endorsement just they like Nike can give you clothes or
Yeah.
whatever? You know, it might be something like that. But I think it's got to be a cutoff, because if it's not a cutoff and it's just the wild wild west.
Yeah, they're gonna have to have a cap number, right? With the NIL for high school players in the state of Florida, they're gonna have to have a cap on it. If you do not put a cap on it, it is going to be the wild wild west, and it's gonna be who can make me the best offer for me. And so what it's
Hey,
gonna do,
listen,
it's
listen
gonna
to
put
what
a
I'm telling
lot
y'all.
of pressure on high school coaches, not just the head
Yes,
coach, but the assistant coach. And then you're gonna have people doing stuff behind the scenes they shouldn't be done. You're gonna have a lot of bad
right,
business. It's just
right.
gonna be too much, and it
It's gonna be
shouldn't be
way
that
too
way.
much, bro. It shouldn't be that way. But I mean, look at who we playing. The kid Rizal. You see how he played, how he's like. That's what it's gonna be. Oh, y'all promised me this. Oh, y'all not gonna give me that. Oh, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna get out my contract because y'all said y'all was gonna give me this. Y'all lied on my contract. I can
Yep.
leave here and go get more money. You get what I'm saying? That's all this finna become. Like
Yep.
before people say they come to this school, they gonna want a contract. It's gonna be like it's just gonna become very political,
Man,
very
it's
political.
and you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it hit a wall fast, and then they're gonna be like, "Well, we got to go on and we got to change some stuff." But it's like once
Oh
you
no,
open
dude,
that
listen now.
box,
If it go bad, the Florida Athletic Association don't mind saying they wrong and changing it up quick.
oh yeah,
They will
it's
change.
gonna happen because once they get their money they want out of it, and it's gonna get different. Hey, Law Dog, talk to me, bro.
I mean, I hear what y'all saying. I got a totally different opinion towards it, bro. To me, like
Go ahead.
when I was coming out of school, we had a bunch of athletes. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't have the resources a lot of schools had, so we had to do a lot of fundraisers, a lot of car washes. Our weight room wasn't adequate enough for us to be playing how we played. You know what I'm saying? We probably had like 20 D1 players on our squad over the last 3 or 4 years while I was there, and that's just on the low end. So I think it actually balances the playing field, because I feel like most times the reason these powerhouses get created is because of the resources. So now the kid that's a 4 5 star, he got the incentive to stay at his local school, because it's like, okay, they got the budget. You know, what most kids thinking about? They thinking about uniforms. If the school's gonna be making more money, I feel like y'all mentioned Coach Nick. I feel like even with him not being a head coach, that gives him the opportunity to make a little bit more than what he was making if he got a relationship with a school, or he's, you know what I'm saying, like, or the, they, like you say, they could be funneling players to a certain school. I think it's going to more or less spread the wealth. And then you got to think about over the summer, a lot of these schools, like say a Florida school, can't afford to travel to a Tennessee and play in a 7-on-7 tournament and get exposure for the kids that might not got the offer. Now, Tennessee, they want to see so and so on the campus, and they want to get him up there. So what they do, they bring the whole team up. You know what I'm saying? Which allow this kid, O lineman, maybe to pick up an offer because he went and did the O lineman camp. So I feel like with that, you get uniforms, you can travel more, you could do more things, and then like those teams that play out of state, it's just more fun. It's more of, you can focus on football, and I feel like it kind of balances the playing field. Like for Georgia, I know Buford, they got the number one quarterback from Arizona. They've been doing that. You know what I'm saying? They've been grabbing kids from such and such schools. And, you know what I'm saying? I was one of those kids where my mom was, offered a situation to where, hey, if you come down here, we can, we end up not doing it because, I understand that, my previous school, but IMG, they not going to be as dominant. I mean, they still going to get theirs, but you can keep your kids more than them transferring out to go to an IMG and then coming home. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it evens the playing field,
Yeah, no,
and
no, I
everybody
feel you on
grows.
that. I feel you on that part. Now I agree with you wholeheartedly on that part. It do make it, but what I'm telling you is the rich are gonna only get richer right now. You get what I'm saying? So let's just say they do pass this thing. Chaminade, Madonna, Miami Central, Northwestern, Carroll City, Lakeland, how they and them guys. Those are the first schools the big corporations gonna come to and
I
offer
mean,
the money to.
yeah, yeah, that's a given though.
So
But
okay, okay,
they don't always got all the players though. How they get the players? Most of them players is, You know what I'm saying? Most of the players shouldn't be going to them schools. You got to think about what it. You know, like I'm just
Oh,
saying, I don't know for sure,
Shamadon.
coach, but I'm just saying, like most little league teams, right? They go up playing each other all the way up, right? And they come from
Yep,
this
yep,
same
yep.
area. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So you know that area is not necessarily that the local school for most of them kids. You know what I'm saying? Most of them kids
listen,
decide there to go there off a parents' decision because they want their kid to have the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, but now if you got that same type of opportunity at your local school, like say if a kid play for you, coach, and
right.
I heard you speak to y'all don't got some of the things you think y'all should have as a
Oh
coach.
yeah, yeah. We definitely listen,
You
bro.
see what I'm saying? So now you get
We just hold on. We just okay. Out of high school, 20 years. Before then, like I said, I know everything about Eastside. That locker room, we just in our locker room redone this year. This is the first time it done been redone in since I think the school been built, right? So okay, we have a selling point on that this coming season for kids that's coming in. But what I'm telling you is we got two other high schools in our city that they do whatever they can to make it where you don't because we don't want Eastside to be on top. So what I'm telling you now that we gonna have now you gonna have these other resources. We probably gonna have the dog. So we will probably get more money and get more what you was talking about. But what I'm telling you is not so much this way, but down there in Miami, it's gonna be a firestorm, bro, because it's already going on, and like it just don't get talked about, but it's already going on. Like they moving kids here, they like that's been going on. Like you're like Shamadar, they're not in the heart of Miami, like they like in the suburbs, but all these black kids go to Shamadar, and you'll be like, oh, how the fuck all these niggas go to Shamadar? Because they want to stay on top. So that's why Northwestern used to be a powerhouse. That's why Northwestern fell off because they hired a coach from, like you just said, from the little league ranks. They had a team that's been winning, and they got him to come to Chaminade to bring all his kids with him to Chaminade. So that was deployed. That's been deployed. What you said has been deployed for the last 10, 15 years. Well, I ain't gonna say 10, 15 years, but at least the last 10 years. So now deploy gonna be who can bring the most. And like you say, it might help that way, but again, it's still gonna hurt some of these smaller schools because now also the college coaches ain't gonna be looking at those smaller schools no more because all the big
Yep.
schools gonna have all the big dogs.
Yeah, the smaller schools are gonna get hurt more than anybody, and you're gonna
Yeah, you
have to
get what I'm
close. You're
saying?
gonna have to close those schools because they don't have the enrollment to keep it open for the government to send them funds. And so those are the things that I look at. Right, I'm looking from a coaching standpoint point of view of it versus the player side of it. Because when you look at it from the coaching standpoint of it, it's like, all right, if you're at a smaller school, you in trouble. Unless you know what I'm saying, you at a disadvantage, and because you already looking at enrollment, you already looking at how to get funded from the government in that situation. They're gonna force them to close, and now you're pushing these kids to different schools. So that's the point where I was looking at it from.
yeah, but I like I say, you know what I'm saying. I just think it's already going on. You see what I'm saying? So I just feel like at best, you got more of a shot. You know what I'm saying? Because like think about most booster clubs. Like we didn't have a whole hell of a booster club to do some of the things we did. Now we a lot of our talent allowed us to, get our foot through the door just because of how talented we was. But it's just like now it may be there. I think it's like I say it's give or take either way. We got to see how it play out. But I just feel like at the end of the day, it's an opportunity there. You know what I'm saying, more than what you had. So it's just like I think if you look at it from the aspect like that's gonna hurt us, but I feel like more or less it could play it to your favor. Like if you got a dog or you know what I'm saying you know you got these kids in your area, it's like you could do it here. Why not here? You ain't gotta go to the outskirts no more. You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
It's gonna
I
be
think so. And I'm just
it's
saying
gonna
that
be
from
tough.
where how I came up.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
hey,
Go
hey,
ahead.
Rob. I'm gonna go off what Law Dog and Coach Dre just said because I'm here in Maryland, and back in my days when I was in high school, I don't know if y'all familiar with the Mather. They was doing what these schools are doing now, was recruiting players from like other high schools, like even in DC, to come to their school, which is a private school. They was always ranked in the top 25 in the country. And now you got DeMatha, St. Francis, and some other schools that's ranked in the nation. But all the best players go to those two or three schools. So if they do that in Georgia, the smallest, like I said, the smallest schools are going to suffer because they're not going to get all the good players. All the good players going to want to go play for that school to get that NIL money.
I mean, it's so think about it, guys.
But
This been happening for
hold on,
years.
please
It's just
though,
now
Rob.
legalized.
The,
Go
the,
ahead.
the NIL money run through the kid though. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna eventually affect the school, but the talent is what brings it. You see what I'm saying? That's what they allowed it to be. It's for the player. It didn't say
But
for
what
the
but
school.
what about those
But
two? But what about those 2A schools that can't afford that?
That's what I'm saying. But they are normally they have the players, and the players end up leaving. So say you come up as a ninth grader, and then ninth grade is usually when if you gonna become that guy, it's that ninth grade year, and then that 10th grade summer is when you hit them camps and you on. You see what I'm saying? You went through
you breaking up, Law Dog.
that private school to actually, you know what I'm saying, make sure you travel. Cause say if you go to like let's just say you go to whatever high, you know what I'm saying, and your school not going to the Tennessee and Georgia camp during the summer. They not going down to Florida State to visit Florida State. You see what I'm saying? But now you got Joe Blow, who's coming out. They want to see him on campus. This is an opportunity. Well, coach, I was thinking, man, now your team can come down with you, and the next guy behind you can come up. See what I'm saying? It's like it's a trickle down effect. I don't think it's like I said. I just think it even a playing field at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the big dogs get fed, that's just a part of it. The big dogs been the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? They already been doing that. They already had the money there. You know what I'm saying? More money, okay, cool. But now these schools that don't have it, they gonna get something. It can't. The bylaws. The reason they retracted the bylaws is to make it. I think they did it to make it an even playing field more than anything. You know what I'm saying? It got to be that way, in my opinion.
Yeah, but every
Go.
state is different though.
Yeah. I Studio One. Go ahead, cause I know you want. I just want to make sure you talk.
What's up, peoples?
What's up?
Nothing. So what is this y'all saying? Y'all saying the bylaws were retracted? What's the primary news on this subject y'all talking about?
So the subject what we talking about, right? The question was asked about how do you feel about the NIL deals in high school for like the state of Georgia and the state of Florida? Like, what effect it's gonna have.
They proposed that?
Yeah, it's like they trying to come to an agreement.
Well,
Bro,
first
in
So
of all,
Florida they had a
hold
meeting.
on.
bid
In
there's Monday.
Florida they had a meeting last
So did
night.
the FHSAA?
Yeah,
Because they
Yeah,
the ones
yeah,
that
you can go look it
they the
up,
ones
bro.
a part of this meeting.
yeah.
They the one had the
Georgia
meeting.
just officially
Okay,
approved
cool.
Monday.
Cool. I don't have no problem with it. Because for one, yeah, you're right, Law Dog. It's gonna make it competitive because the FSA used to piss me off anyway. Because back in the day, Reigns and Reball and all like in our era, we used to run through the city. Like nobody could beat us in the city. Only time we'll lose is when we go out of town, play a playoff team out of town. So, and it was based on zip code. You had to go to that school. But some kind of way the FSA was kind of letting it. We had University Christian, Bowls were recruiting little players. Some kind of way they made kind of rule to let it get bypassed. And then they opened up the new Mandarin and First Coast a few years back when I was in high. They was allowing it also because they were trying to let them white folk school be competitive. So it's kind of sad a little bit that they kind of like building on these back of these kids. And it's gonna get me to the point of the NIL. You said something, Rob, about a cap. They should put a cap. Maybe on high school, that'll be cool.
Yes,
But
on
on
high school they
college,
should get
they'll
that.
never do it
No,
because
no, I'm not saying on college. I'm talking about strictly high school. and the reason why I'm saying they should put a cap on it, right? If you do not put a cap on high school players and how much they get made, things, things gonna
I
get wild.
agree. I agree.
Things are gonna get wild.
I agree. It'll get too wild. But also, I don't think in a way they should put a cap. Here's why. Same thing with the NCAA. You know why the NCAA ain't said nothing about the NIL? Because they ain't got to pay a dime. Where the money coming? Guess where the money's coming from in NIL? Me and you, businesses, other organizations. So the NCAA, like, we ain't got to pay no money off these billions of dollars we getting off the TV. Cool, y'all. Let them get their little NIL. If they can get somebody to pay them millions, cool. We ain't got to give up nothing. So that's why they ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't said nothing yet. That's why it's going haywire right now. And I think it kind of be a mistake. I don't think they shouldn't even have to make an agreement. Who are you anyway, state of Florida, to tell me I can't, as a kid, whoever I am, sign any deal?
But so to that point, right? You telling me that you gonna give a 14 or 15-year-old, $250,000, and they gonna know what to do with that?
It don't matter. Listen, you could be a tennis player, some tennis players, some gymnastic players. They start out at 12, 13, 14. World Olympians making millions. They get them. They talented. They get it. They deserve it. God gave them the ability to make it. Why are we gonna hate on them and cap on them?
I mean, I'm not. It's not me hating her. I'm looking at it from a different standpoint.
I ain't talking about you, Rob, but we just talking about in general.
Listen, but this is what I'm saying though. I get what you're saying, and I feel you. But what I'm telling you is that the same reason why Prime telling y'all he not gonna coach in the pros, because of the simple fact is now what you're gonna do. Oh, I'm talking about the football. I can't speak for tennis or nothing else. I'm telling you, head football coaches make $3,500. That's what they make. That's the paycheck they're gonna get from the FSA. That's what head coaches make, $3,500, right? So now I'm gonna go get this kid $10,000.
I still think that's bad to say I can't make.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying. What I'm telling you is, how can a coach now coach this kid when I know I make more money than you? How you gonna tell me I can take my 10,000 and go down the road?
But per your point, per Rob's point, and the point was being made, the school is gonna make money as well, right? You don't think the coach gonna see none of that bread?
The school gonna make the but I'm gonna go off of something that Law Dog said. Is he right? This has been going on for years because of people having booster clubs. So like he's not telling you the God truth. If you got a booster club, see the booster club, they're not controlled by the FSA or the school or nobody. It's his own entity, so they can do what they want. Like, so that's how, like you say, you can go to these camps, you can do this, and you don't have to ask the school for no money, right? So that's why I say, at the end of the day, I feel like the FSA finna make some money off of it, because of the simple fact is what they're saying is, hey, we gonna let y'all do this, but we gotta make more money so we can give our coaches more money. Now in Georgia, it's a horse of a different color, because Georgia coaches make from $10,000 to $20,000. You understand? So that's totally different. All I know about is what's going on in the state of Florida. You get what I'm saying? And you're right. What y'all had going on in Jacksonville when Reigns and Reebok was dominating, and then they was letting Bowles and University Christian and all the boys get kids from the hood to come play for them. Yeah, I feel you on that. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what they always trying to do. They trying to keep, but that's us as black people. We got to realize that's what they trying to do. Like,
that's what I be trying to do legally. Like, I'm a parent, and if I got a kid, I just took. Matter of fact, he trying out for the basketball team, one of these high school. But listen, if I got a kid in high school and a business want to offer him $1 million for NIL, legally the high school can't say no.
No,
it's a way to do it. I think it's a rule right now. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, bro. I don't think they can. I don't think he can't accept that on behalf. He got to accept that on the behalf of y'all, as you
But
know,
the
and
parent,
you and
that's
your family.
anyway. That's legal anyway. If they're under 18 anyway, they
Right,
got
right.
that.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel you on that. What I'm saying is, I got a son that play high school ball, bro. What I'm telling you is, if I'm not mistaken, it's a rule for that. That's why that's the only reason I think they coming up with it. And again, they trying to make it even because places like IMG and University Christian and St. Thomas Aquinas and all them schools that they see, they quote unquote private schools.
Or you
So
think?
the private schools can recruit.
Do
You get
you
what I'm
think it
saying?
might
Now,
be
if
maybe
you're a
the?
public school, you can't do that.
Do you think it may
You
be?
get a right.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Coach Dre. Do you think
Go
maybe
ahead,
it's
Pop.
because some people might have challenged them? Like, cause for real, the NCAA didn't want to do this until somebody challenged it. So man, I
I'm
sue
pretty
y'all.
sure.
Y'all can't do this.
Listen. Well, you remember? Well, 2 years. Well, last year, they changed the whole classification. How they changed the classification
Yep.
because they got tired of all the Miami schools winning the state championship or the down south school, right? So I agree with you. I do feel like somebody challenged them. Like, hey, y'all already know what IMG doing. Y'all already know what St. Thomas Aquinas doing, and y'all just turning y'all heads. We got to make it even. You get what I'm saying?
I
So
gotta
if
look
y'all
into
gonna
that.
turn
This is
y'all heads,
interesting,
let's
man.
let
I gotta
everybody
look
get
at
paid.
what is being changed, actually.
Hey, Junior Boxing, you bring up this question, so I want to give you an opportunity to, put your input in.
Thank you, Rob. Hey, thank you, Rob and Coach Dre, for that insight, man. I'm just listening, man. I read a few articles about it yesterday, and I was just like, man, that's just interesting to me, to see, high school kids being considered. Some states already passing legislature going on NIL deal for high school kids, and I want to say it's in the state of Georgia. They saying if the kids take NIL deals, they can only take it if they gonna commit to a school in the state of Georgia. So I'm like, like how is that gonna affect college recruiting, all kind of stuff. But I hey, love the show, Rob. Thank you for the insight. But yeah, I'm just listening in, man. Appreciate
Hold
it.
So
on, hold on. You
I
said
answered I answered that question for you about the
Hey,
in-state
say
schools,
that
though.
again. Hey, say that
yeah.
again. What you just said, you read. You say Georgia done said if the kids take NIL deal, they gonna have to do what?
They have to, if they take NIL deal, they have to take it under the consideration of going to a school in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, I told you. I
Like,
did what I told you, Rob. Did I tell you they going to? I told you this attack.
yeah,
This attack.
however they weaving it into the thing. Like as soon as the kids sign, you pretty much signing your rights away to only go to a school in the state of Georgia if you take the money.
So,
That's cold blooded.
well,
Yep.
I was gonna explain this, right? Yeah, actually about like so the number one defensive end in the nation, right? The, Williams, he's in the state of Missouri. The state of Missouri passed the NIL deal. Why do you think he signed? Why do you think he's committed to the University of Missouri, right? To get the money. Well, at the end of the day, what's going to end up happening is National Signing Day, he gonna flip to another school. So what the kids gonna do is they gonna commit to that school to get that money to take care of mama, take care of the family, do whatever they got to do. But when it comes to National Signing Day, they gonna flip somewhere else so they really want to go. It's always gonna be some way somehow how to duck in and out the rules. Like yeah, you got to commit to a school in state, cool. You tell me as a freshman I got to commit to somewhere in Georgia, cool. All right, I'm gonna commit to the University of Georgia. By the time I get ready to really sign somewhere, I'm not going to the University of Georgia if I really
Well,
don't want to.
that's just like a free bag. Then I ain't okay.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, come
That's
on
basically
with
what
it.
they're doing.
Come on with the free bag. I'm gonna still take all my officials. Like I'm still gonna go unofficially visit schools. Like it don't even matter. Like you just
Yeah.
gonna throw the bag at me in my state. All right, perfect.
What I see possibly happening is that they're gonna put something within these contracts so they can legally come back after these families. And what I don't want to see definitely is with our people, looking to say, man, let's get the bag. And then you flip, and then now you got your state coming after you or whatever NIL company coming after you because you flipped and you went somewhere else.
But see, that
Yeah.
don't even sound right in a way. Because at the same time, these are still kids. So how is you gonna,
Well, let me ask you a question, Law
So,
Dog. Because I was
yo?
just looking at this article. I just posted it in the chat, y'all. It's got
oh,
state by state NIL
yeah,
laws, right?
hold on before you say that. To your question, Lord Dog, right? it's a player that's in the NFL that went to the University of Florida that signed a 365 deal. That's what they're gonna do to a lot of these kids. So you're gonna have to. This is where things gonna get critical.
I
These
know. Yeah,
kids and these families will have to get a lawyer involved and look over these whatever NIL deal. They're gonna have to look over. If they don't, they're gonna be in a 365 deal and they're gonna end up having to pay it back for a long period of time. And that's what things is gonna get shaky at. But go ahead, Studio One.
So you think some of these teams, this is another pitfall on the bad side of this thing. I see some states is not allowing it, like Alabama for one instance. Do you think some of these states are gonna start losing players? These players gonna be like, man, I can go get $1 million. I'm finna move to Florida. Because you seen Jake Garcia did it. Just to, left California, came all the way to Georgia, just you know what I'm saying? Just for that. Matter of fact, so
that's gonna happen by default, right? Because it's always gonna be somebody out there that's gonna know where you can make the most money at for your son or your daughter or whoever it is, right? That's always gonna be a downfall. So right now, there's only 25 states, and so I'll say by the end of this year, all the states will be legalized for NIL deals. Because if you don't, any top players that you got in your state, they're gonna go to a different state because of NIL money. Because somebody gonna pay to get it done. So you can just book that. That's gonna happen.
Interesting. Welcome to the new age of college football. Football period. Ooh, I like it, man. I think these boys should be able to get paid, man. If somebody willing to pay them, pay them.
Hey, Studio One. Hey, thank you for posting that article in the chat, man. So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
definitely gonna read into
I'm
more of
research,
that. Appreciate
boy.
that,
I got a guy. I had information, boy. Well, I put up an MLS video too. I got some locks for tomorrow in the MLS soccer. It's 12 games. I scored all 12 games, and it's about 4 or 5 locks. I don't know if y'all bet on that soccer, MLS. Lionel Messi.
Let me go back to Zion. Like, what's your what's your input on it?
It's gonna be crazy, bro. Like, and now with Studio One saying that, and if they got to sign with the team, my bad. I just got my son from school. If they got to sign with a team in state, it's gonna put a lot of families in the bind. And like you said, they got to pay that back, and it's gonna get them an ultimatum: either you take the bag. Basically, what they want to do is they want to keep that money in state.
Right, but here's the crazy thing, right? If you take the state of Florida, how many of those kids can actually go play at the University of Miami? How many of those kids can actually go play at the University of Florida? How many of those kids can really go play at Florida State? How many of those kids can go play at UCF? How many of those kids can go play at FIU? It's only so many roster spots. So you telling me you gonna keep every single kid in the state of Florida? That ain't gonna happen. Because if I'm a recruit, right, and I'm looking at what's the best opportunity for me to get to the league or to get an opportunity to prosper to a professional, do some of those schools in Florida give me that opportunity and that chance? So yeah, a lot of those kids are going to take it for the bag because, hey, if you in the inner city in the projects or wherever you are not in the best situation and your parents don't have the right money in the situation, right? You're gonna do whatever it takes to help your parents, help your family, help anybody that you can do the right thing. And so the kid is really gonna get screwed in the situation. Yes, it's a good thing for kids, to better prosper off of their talent. But sometimes when you give people money and they don't know how to handle that money, what are you really teaching? Because ain't no financial literacy coming behind this. Because if your parents grew up in inner city or your parents live in the inner city and they're in a situation they are and you got an opportunity to take them out the situation, what are they going to do with this money that could change their life right now? And those are the things that we got to look at, right? We got to look at the cons. We look at the pros all the time because, man, it's like, that's brilliant. I love it. I love it. I love it. But then you got to look at the downfall of the situation. Like, yo, like, you're about to give all these people this money that ain't never had money. What are they going to do with it?
Hey Rob, a lot of greedy parents are gonna take that bag, bro,
Man,
for the
some of these kids ain't even going
satisfaction
to see the
for the
money.
satisfaction of themselves, and they're gonna hurt their kids in the long run with this short term money when they could do it the right way, and if their kids make it to the league, saying help out their family for generations. But
Listen, I would tell you this right now. There are going to be so many kids in a 365 deal. And I know a lot of people don't know what that 365 deal means. What I'm saying to you is you're going to sign something right now, and over your lifespan of however long you play professional, you're going to have to pay a percentage of that money back. And that's where a lot of people don't understand. You better get a lawyer. You better get an attorney that can look over this, what you sign it before you sign it. Because all you going to see is that money, and you're not going to see that language. Sorry, a 360 there. Not 365, my bad. 360. You're right. But you know what I meant by that. A lot of these kids are going to sign a 360 deal, and they're going to get screwed in the long run. And now everything that you just got is going to be gone. Yes, a 360 deal. Yes. I don't know why I
Rob,
said 365.
a
But,
360 deal in high school, that's crazy.
bro, it's happening.
I
It's
know it's
happening.
happening. Rob, I told you, I'm here in Maryland, right? It's a school called DeMatha Catholic. It's a private school, bro. And they used to recruit players from my high school that I went to come there and pay them to come there. So it's been happening. I graduated high school '05, bro. So it's been happening, but it's gonna get worse. And these
Yeah.
families that don't got the money, that ain't coming from nothing, they're gonna be greedy enough and take that money, bro, and mess their kids up in the long run. Cause they got to pay back that money with interest.
Well, just think about it like this, right? You say you offer a kid 10,000, right? And mama debt is 9,000. What you think she might do with that 10,000? Right? So now when she don't got that, now you don't got that money, right? So now what you about to tell your kid? Hey, we finna have to go to this other school so we can get another bag. Then we finna have to go to this other school because all they looking at is the money. They looking at the greed of the money, and they not looking at the longevity of what they really doing to their kid. Because here's the things that people don't really think about. It ain't just the money, but what principles are you teaching your kid? You teach your kid to go chase this bag, this bag, this bag, this bag, this bag, right? Transfer this school, this school, this school, this school, this school, right? So when they get to college, they're expecting the same treatment. So then you get into a coach like a Deion Sanders, where he ain't going for that. Think about the coaches that ain't going for that. That ain't going for, hey man, listen, I'm finna give you all this money knowing that you about to blow all this money and do all that. They're not going for that. So now when you get a kid to a college level, they've been used to making all this money from high school. You get to college, now in the bag, you trying to get a bigger bag, or you trying to do this, you trying to do that, and things don't pan out, then what? Because there's a lot of kids that is great in high school but fail in college.
Hey Rob,
Because
it's gonna make a lot of those high school kids lazy too, bro. They're gonna come into college expecting the bag, expecting to get pampered, and they're gonna get humble, bro. They're gonna get humble. It's gonna mess up a lot of kids that's their families. It's not the kid, the families, the moms, the dads, the uncles that are there for just the money. And it's gonna mess them up. And it's gonna cause a big confusion. And you're gonna see a lot of these people paying back money with interest 10 years later, bro, because they can't afford that.
But that's what I'm saying. You got to get a lawyer. You got to get a financial advisor. You got to get an attorney. You got to get somebody that can look over this contract and really tell you what you getting yourself into. Because a lot of people just see the money. They just see the dollar sign. And they don't see the little small details that's in that contract of what they finna sign. And it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. And all you doing is, I'm telling you right now, you're going to put more burdens on these coaches in high school, junior high school. Like, that's who the burden really going to be on. It ain't going to be on the players. It's really going to be on these high school coaches. Because now a coach that's good for your son is going to discipline your son or your daughter. You're not going to want to hurt them because all you care about is we got a bag. And so now the discipline lessons or the lessons they should be learning in sports, they're not getting it. So then now they get to college, now they got to learn it. And then you ask the question, why they ain't playing? Why they ain't playing? They good. Why they ain't playing? Because they haven't learned the discipline things that you need to learn in life. And those are the things that's really going to hurt everything. But welcome in, Miss Tanisha. Talk to us.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
I think that one thing that we often forget is the system isn't set up for Black people to be successful. I mean, let's call it what it is. And who is this going to negatively impact the most? Black people and their families, because the world says that, right? Like, I'm not trying to like bring this around to politics, but we have to start paying attention to the things that are being put in place to impact families being successful. And whenever things involving money put into place, if you look at the statistics of people who play sports, it is overwhelmingly Black. It's also more times than not overwhelmingly people from underrepresented communities and lower income. How do you disrupt that environment? Money. And I think that you also, when you think about the legislators and the states that you're talking about, Florida, Georgia, hell, I live in Texas. Look at who's responsible for making decisions and think about the longevity of the things that they're trying to do for this game. They are trying to come in and change this game with money. And they're going to change this game with money because that's what happens. And I think that this is we're talking about it on our level because we're talking about sports, but think about this on a higher level of control and how they can manipulate the way they want things to happen. Because this is how it starts, right? Everything starts off by being like, oh, it's going to be fair, it's going to be fair, it's going to be fair, it's going to be fair. And then in the first year, you're like, this isn't fair, but the ball's already rolling and nobody can stop it. And so I think that like, that's my thing. Like, I know people always are like, everything's not about race. This country was founded on racial bias. Everything in this country is about race. And if we actually start to try to tell ourselves it's not about race, we forget some of the basic elements and foundations of how these things are happening and why they're happening. And that's my thing. Like you said before, Rob, like this is going to impact families. And if you impact families and you disrupt families, you're impacting the whole ecosystem of what we're trying to do. I mean, I live in Texas, okay? It is a mess here and what's happening, right? There's kids that are everywhere. There's kids that are trying to do certain things because they know that their parents will be taken care of if they do certain things. Then these kids go to college and realize they still don't have anything, but their parent is driving a Mercedes and this child doesn't even have money for some of the things they need to go do, right? Like there's so many things happening here and I'm connected to a lot of things. So I can't really like go on a tangent like I want to actually explain. This is a public forum, but this is not good. It is not set up to help these students be successful. It is set up so that somebody can be in charge of them and somebody can dictate what they're doing. And if we fail to realize that basic fundamental thing, then we're missing everything. And I think we need to let kids be kids. We're bringing adult situations to kids. And it's like, it's impacting them. I think it needs to stop. I think it needs to be a full stop. When I was in school, you went to school where you went to school, you played your sports. If you were good, you got stuck. Like we're trying so hard to monetize everything. And I think I don't think we should be able to do this to children.
And that is one of the points that I keep saying. And that's why I think a lot of people, like, I get it. You want to play the high school athletes, but all right, what are we really teaching them? You know, that's the part where we don't realize. That's the part that we oversee, right? Because all we see is money, 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 and we just want to grab it. But it's like, what's the downfall of it?
Well, I would say too, though, to give a little devil advocate on it, it's really our society is bad. Because let's just say if it was a good society, then what will really happen in this situation? The kid get $1 million, the parent that saved most of the money for a trust for him. She might spend a little bit of it, but most of it will be saved for him. He'll go to college. And if he don't make it to the pros, he'll have a little trust fund still there. You know what I'm saying? But we done got to the point where everybody, you know, people are taking money, even the agents, even the other people around them. That's, you know,
And that's what
But
I'm saying, the studio. I think in a perfect world, yes. But let's go back to the basic level. I mean, I'm not calling anybody out, but anything, but like actually take a second yourself, not just you, but everybody on this panel and everybody in the chat. How many of you think that you're good with finances? How many of you think that you're good with financial literacy? How many of you think that if you have $30,000 worth of debt and somebody comes and hands you $50,000 of debt, you don't have that, or $50,000, and you have a child, and you're not thinking, well, you know what, let me go ahead and pay off this little thing because I'm housing this child. Like, we're all guilty. You can always think of a reason why you could use extra money for you, and the child doesn't need it right now, so it's okay. I'm not saying it's wrong or right, but that's the situation. And the more you press people to make decisions like that, it's not good. Some people get thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every single year from income taxes. And every single year by May, they are broke.
Yeah.
So you're trying to tell me that it's going to be different if we now are paying student athletes in high school? Like, it doesn't make sense anywhere, right? Like, we've seen this, right? Like, the government gave people money for COVID. The government gave people child credit money. How many of the government stopped student loan debt for what, 2 years, 2.5 years? People still have student loans. Nobody took advantage of it because financial literacy is the problem.
Well, you're right. Denise, let's start us a little organization, financial literacy for NIL. Because I don't want to stop these people from getting money. Because that's the whole argument. Everybody trying to get some money. Let them get it. But
right, and I think, and I think if we say we're going to do this, I 100% agree with you, studio. That's the solution. If we're going to do this, you have to go through this financial literacy seminar. Let's talk about what $100 can get you. Let's talk about paying bills. Let's talk about what this contract is telling you. You know what I mean? Like, that's the solution is money. I was raised, like, my parents were terrible with money, absolutely terrible with money. I didn't realize it until I was like 22 or 23 that they were terrible with money. So I obsessive compulsively went the other way. And now I'm obsessive when it comes to money. I'm obsessive. Like, I paid off all of my student loans. I had $148,000 of student loan debt. I paid that off because I made the decision to pay it off because I learned what financial literacy is. And I think the solution is, if you give people money, it has to come with education. You can't just give people money. It never works, ever. It has to be education, then you get the money. Not, here's some money, now good luck, find a lawyer, do other things. People don't know you're supposed to do those things.
That is true. Go ahead, Mr. Mike. Appreciate you joining in on the show, man.
Well, I was just gonna say that I think Colorado's gonna win this weekend. I'm sorry, this whole conversation about money. It's got me a little scared here. Yeah, so are you guys talking about NIL for high school kids or something?
Yeah, so it was a question that was presented through a super chat, and it was talking about NIL deals that these states are approving. So in certain states, it is approved that players can get NIL money in high school. But right now, you know, the state of Georgia, state of Florida is pushing to approve. And so that's how this conversation got started.
Oh, okay. Well, seems interesting. And financial literacy is really important no matter what age you're in.
But they don't have that in the high school curriculum, Mike.
Correct. They took it out, studio. In Texas, they're like, absolutely not. We're not teaching kids about finances. We're not teaching them about literacy. And they're trying to remove like government classes. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we're giving money and taking away education. It's like it.
They want to
I
keep
can
us
remember.
done
I
like
can
that.
remember
You
in the
know,
state of Missouri. They like in the state of Missouri growing up, we had financial literacy classes, we had government classes, things like that. And like looking back at state of Missouri now, there's not even a requirement no more. So a lot of the high schools don't even have it. So a kid is really lost and don't even know what's going on in the world. They just out there.
this I know is proof they want to keep us dumb. I used to work at a finance company. Now, a person coming in saying they trying to buy a car, right? They fill out this application for a loan for the car. They sign a paper giving us permission to pull their credit report. We pull their credit report. A physical copy prints out on the machine. Do you know we not allowed? We can't show them their credit report. But they got to give us permission to pull it, and we can look over it and determine, no, we don't want to give you this money. We can't show you it, and why we decide. We'll send you something in the mail. I said, man, that's ridiculous. They want us. They want to keep us naive and unaware of what's going on.
Of course, let me take it a step further. I mentor a lot of young underrepresented Black and brown kids, right? Some of them 16, 17, 18, and I have a 22-year-old. I asked them 2 weeks ago, okay, let me tell you what the next thing we want to tackle is, because we tackle like confidence and making good decisions and stuff like that. And I said to them, I said, we can do financial literacy where we can talk about credit scores, or we can talk about having a successful relationship with your partner. Every single one of them said, what do you mean by financial literacy and credit scores? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
So again, like, we're adults and we've seen enough of the world. They were like, wait, what? And two of the people I mentor play sports and are really good. And they were like, well, wait, how is that going to impact us? Like, they have no clue. But yet we're like, oh, let's give them $10,000. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, we're skipping some steps here.
And they're getting left behind because now everything online, mobile, you got, and they don't even know how to fill out and username, password. They don't even know how to do it. Use their device properly. They ain't gonna even be able to.
And can we just talk about like how some of these schools look? Like the bathrooms, the walls, like teachers can't even afford school supplies. They have to take it out of their own checks. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah,
they're
making us pay for school supplies.
Right. I mean, I'm clearing teachers list every year. Like, what are we doing? But again, like,
and Miss Tanisha, that's not nothing. My son's school opened in September, and their cafeteria is not open. It's not going to be open until November or December. That's crazy.
Here's what I would say, right? The thing that always gets me, right, is that we want to give this money to the kids, but we can't go and fix the school. We can't improve the school. We can't, put the proper things into school to help better educate our students. Those are the things that really bothers me the most, right?
Well,
Give them
Rob,
the resources. What's up, Studio One?
I was just gonna say, by you saying that bothering you, the schools, we ain't letting them get the money. It's not really a matter of them letting them get the money. It's just, I see what you're saying. Like, just say it's these individual businesses. Let's just say Jim Jet Skis, like this player. He want him to do some commercial for him. Man, I'm gonna pay him $100,000 to do commercial for him. Everybody like him. I think he might make it, whatever. He's not finna say, I'm finna give it to your school. But in return, though, hold on. In return, that player should say, all right, this NIL company gave me this bag. I made it. I should get back to the school because I got multiplied the money now.
But here's my thing to that, right? Now, the one thing that we're struggling with in America right now is we don't have teachers to teach the students. Oh, well, they don't have the money.
We're going to rabbit hole on that one.
And that's why I'm not going to go too deep into it. on that part because then it's really gonna talk political and things like that. But it just blows my mind. Like I get the sports aspect, and for our race, that's what we need to make it out a lot of the times, and it's not always the case for everybody. But for inner city kids, that's the best way for them to make it out. But it's the things that they're not getting when it comes to the educational piece and them not having the proper teachers to teach them and understand. We have more teachers that don't want to teach anymore or don't want to do these things because they have to deal with stuff that they shouldn't be having to deal with. But we rather worry about, paying players, and athletes at the high school rank. But I'm gonna leave it at that, right? I'm gonna go to Frankie, then I'm gonna go to Beezy. Go ahead and state your points so we can get into another topic. Frankie, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on, buddy?
Okay. Not much, man. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. Great Tuesday.
Yes, sir. What's on your mind? Talk to us.
Oh, I just popped in. I'm at work. I just popped in. I was hearing a little bit what y'all was saying about the kids getting paid in high school. I didn't hear everything, but what's the topic?
So it was a topic that was brought up about Florida and Georgia, approving for high school players to get NIL deals.
Oh yeah.
And basically, what's your opinion about it?
Oh yeah, cause the quarterback, what's his name? The number one quarterback. He played for Bruford, so he moved to from Arizona to Georgia, play out there top schools, and they paid him for to go out there. So they've been doing that a while back. I was in high school. I had some guys got paid from a particular university, and they had the same car. So I know about all that stuff behind the scenes. But I'm glad that the kids get paid now. That's the main thing because you got to think about it. Coaches be getting paid, so now the players can get some kind of compensation with education and also money at the end of the day. So that is my opinion. I'm glad they're getting paid. They should have like, for instance, salary cap. Like quarterback should make this much, running back should make this much, receiver should make this much, and go on down there for cetera. Like for instance, you're a 5-star, you should make this much. You're a 4-star, you should make this much. Organized.
I get it, but then now you putting pressure on these recruiting sites because the recruiting sites can say anybody a 5-star, 4-star, 3-star,
But now who a true 5-star is. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, the ones who get the big money are the quarterbacks. That's who get
who would determine. I mean,
that's who getting the big money, the quarterback. That's the really think about it. You can have a 5-star offensive line, but you ain't got no 5-star, no great quarterback, your team is not gonna function right. So the quarterback's gonna get paid the money, the offensive lineman's gonna get paid the money, the linemen and the quarterback and the receivers. You go keep on going from there.
But here's the thing that you run into, right? Who is determining who's a 5-star, 4-star, 3-star? That's gonna be the issue.
You can determine that in the games and camps. You can look at and stuff. Like for instance, you could just look at someone's tell them they are a ball player by just looking at their physical attributes. You 5-star, what make a 5-star? A generation talent, Travis Hunter. You think he a 5-star?
Yeah. All right. So
he should get paid like a 5-star, shouldn't he?
Yeah, but there'll be some question mark down the line.
5-stars are not the only one getting the money though. It's not.
Yeah, I know that. Cause my school, Texas Tech, give them what they our whole offensive lineman $50,000.
Yeah, I don't think we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm just talking.
Okay.
What is you talking about?
No, I knew what Frank Davis was talking about. You was just saying. But listen, you can't have that a cap on it per position if they gave the NIL like that because that's killing image and likeness.
Yeah,
if a guy, I'm so happy to be a guy that millions of people love.
Mm-hmm.
Then I should get paid for that. And if this guy, just because he's the quarterback, nobody likes him, he ain't that charismatic, y'all still gonna make him get paid the same? I don't know.
That's about like Caleb Williams and Bo Nix. Caleb Williams got more personality than Bo Nix.
I would say I'm saying put a cap on it for the high school ranks just because it's like it's so hard to determine what somebody's value is as a high school student, as a high school athlete. Yes, you could probably say this person is better than this person, but then it's going to cause too much chaos in a sense. That's what I'm saying. Because what if you feel like you better than this person, but this person making more money than you? what they gonna try to do to the athlete? So now you're gonna ask the athlete to now they gotta have security around them. They gotta have this. They gotta have that. They can't even live their life as a kid now. You know,
Yeah,
and so you got to think about the security of the kid too. Also, in a situation when you're saying, "All right, we're gonna give this kid this amount, but we only gonna give that kid that amount." Like it's too hard to determine.
But
What kid should
Rob,
get.
why we always put these strict rules on football? Because, like I said,
But
any
that's for
other
that could be for
athlete, they
any
be
sport.
young, they can make millions.
I'm not saying that at all, right? Because I coach basketball. What I'm saying to you is, if I say, "All right, my leading scorer get this, but my second leading scorer get that," but my second leading scorer is better than my leading scorer.
it's
You
actually
know what I'm
not
saying?
like that though. Like I just read kind of what we was talking about. We actually was wrong about what we was talking about per what they did in Georgia. If y'all, you know,
What did they do in Georgia? Because I wasn't the one who stated what they did in Georgia. So what did they do? Load up.
What if you two put a cap and say, all right, we're just gonna pay this amount. If you got this many subscribers, we're gonna pay this amount. Y'all might be like, no, you're gonna make this amount. We don't care how many cash apps you get or super chats. What if they put a cap on it just to make it fair? we'll be uproar.
Studio.
To
Quick
this,
question.
right? Let's talk some football because we going off into different worlds and different segments and stuff like that. Let's talk some football. How do y'all feel about this weekend coming up? ASU versus Colorado.
it's a sneaky game. It could be a loss.
I hope not, man. I think y'all should blow them out.
Studio, don't
Why
say.
you always want Colorado lose, bro?
When for real, you ain't heard me say y'all should blow them out right off the rip, Rob. Throughout our history, just be honest. I'm actually y'all should blow them out.
Now I do feel like we should take our business. We getting healthy at the right time. Come down, getting ready for the stretch run. Like I look at these next 2 weeks. Let's get back on. We should go on a 2-game winning streak. Let's get to our bye. We fully healthy. Going to USC. No more injuries, and let's see how the rest of the season play out.
Y'all should blow
Go
them
ahead,
out,
Beezy.
bro.
Hey yo, Rob, I was gonna say about the high school kids getting paid. You know, I was recently in high school, bro. I do not think high schoolers should get paid, bro. I keep it a
Why you say
thousand.
that, big bro?
One, teachers are already underpaid as it is right now, bro. So now if you get a high school athlete who come in who's making way more than his teachers, bro, he's gonna end up being disrespect, bro. It's too much that goes into that. It's gonna be too many unhappy kids.
I agree
It's
with that.
way too much that goes into that, bro, to just
If
pay
you
high
give
school, bro.
a kid more money than what the teacher making, that kid he gonna do whatever he want in class.
Oh yeah, they already
Nothing you can tell him.
disrespectful as it
They already
is.
doing that.
But I'm
Oh
saying they
yeah.
already
Yeah.
getting more money than them.
Yeah,
Y'all
they
acting
already
like
get more
this is
money.
If
something
you
that's
think
new.
about it, bro, look at a kid like Mikey Williams, bro. He got all that money in high school, and look, he won't even play at Memphis, bro. He got paid in high school.
But how you know that though? That's yet to be even determined though.
Man, his
What?
YouTube channel
I just
probably
named one
paying them.
person. I just named one person, bro. I just
Okay,
named
that's
one
Man,
cool.
hold
You
person.
on,
name
no,
one person
All right.
out of millions of kids though. It's
All right,
millions out there.
let's talk football. Let's talk football.
No, there's a few
Hey,
people
matter of fact,
now out
hold on,
there.
Rob. Hey,
I know
BZ,
what he's talking about.
check the back channel, bro. I'm trying to
For
send you that bread.
example, the Cavender twins for Miami Hurricanes.
yeah. Well, I
They
said
just
about
like bump basketball. We famous now.
they wrestlers now. They wrestling now.
They dump basketball.
Yeah.
So this stuff, this image and likeness open the doors for other stuff too, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm all for my young people getting
Acting,
paid, bro,
all kind
but
of stuff.
they should not get paid till college. College, yes, because they make millions of dollars and billions of dollars off their name every year. High school is a different ball game. I really don't think high school
I
should
agree
get
with
paid.
that.
If it's your
Hold up.
child, if your
Making
child was a
dime.
5-star, 4-star, and they offer you 20, 30,000, 40,000, you'll take it.
But
All right,
busy.
hold up.
No, I wouldn't.
Hold up.
On my life, I wouldn't. You know why? Because I know that there's certain things that is more important than money.
But busy. One
You
question.
missing
I
what I'm
gotta ask.
saying. They paying you to come visit the school. That's all. Cause your
Hold on,
son is so
Beezy.
good and talented. They paying for your service. You
I
should
agree
take
with
that.
him, but I gotta ask him one question, Beezy. If I'm in high school, I can do a job. I can take a job and make money on the side, right?
Right.
So why I can't go to Popeye's Chicken, do a commercial for 10 bands?
Bro.
No, I get that. No, that's
Studio, that's a
different. I
perfect
think they should
example.
be able to.
Studio, that's a perfect example. Studio.
I think they
That's a
should be
good
able to do
example, but
that.
we moving
You know,
on.
I think they should be able to do that.
We're moving
No,
on, man.
That's a perfect example.
Let's
That's a
talk
perfect
football.
example.
Let's talk
All right,
football,
move
man.
on. I like that subject, though. That was good.
Yeah.
Hey, BZ, check the back
College
channel,
bound.
bro.
College bound. I just got a question. What
you
did
said
I
what,
change?
Lord?
Check the back channel, bro. I'm trying to send you that bread.
Law Dog, you check it
What
too.
is back channel?
It's a click on. You should be able to see. Click on more. It should say private chat. You should see.
Yes,
it
they
in the
Private
chat.
chat.
Yeah.
I sent you my number.
Yeah. College Brown. I just need to know. Elaborate what you're talking about, because ain't nothing about me changed. I've been the same, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Somebody said you changed on Rob from Oregon.
Yeah.
They trolling, Rob. We talking about football now. Let's talk about Arizona State, Rob. They trolling. They trolling, Rob.
Man, they said I changed since CU got spanked. Bro, what have I changed?
I would say you let us have even more fun. Hey, Law Dog on here, ain't he? Law Dog.
Yes, sir. I'm on here.
What's going on, man? You see one pick messed me up.
Yeah, man. That's tough.
You said what?
That's tough, bro. I'm scared to even bet, man. See you, man. Hey, but I don't know how you
Well, I
pull
mean,
you
they
down.
don't.
Man, you should took. Why
I
you
ain't
ain't
gonna
take the
lie.
spread line, man?
If Sean Lewis ain't do what he did, I was shivering in my boots.
That wasn't Sean Lewis, though. That was Shador. That was really Shador.
I see what. Do y'all see what Shador was thinking on that last drive? Cause you see Hankson busted a couple plays. I see what he was thinking.
No. You
I see
wasted
what he
way
was
too much
thinking.
time,
I
bro.
see what he was thinking, but why he didn't do the same drive he done against Colorado State?
Because it's Colorado State, bro. You got
Okay.
Colorado State, then you got USC out the line.
Yeah, that's why I said it was the easiest task for him that week.
He should have checked to a different pass play, though. I'm like, if you gonna check, bro, check to all goals, come back, something towards the sideline.
Why he ain't keep on throwing the 14 on that 1-on-1? Nah, they started double team on that last play. I saw that. They started double team.
Well, I'll say this, right? He got baited. Rob, you're more realistic now. I was realistic before we played Oregon. What are you talking about, bro? All right, whatever. Bro, what? I would say this, that Shador got baited by USC, right? They gave him that front because what's the best thing they can help? USC in a situation, right? Get the ball out of Tu's hand. And we can make it look like we gonna give you the run. Then hey, let's bet him into that run. We're gonna stop it. We're gonna run more clock, you know what I'm saying, in that situation. All he had to do was keep the pass. We completed him, but he kept checking to the run because he's seeing what the defense get him. Shador's smart. It's just USC outsmarted him on that last possession. That's just what it was.
I see. But now I say that D tackle, that 79, he was a beast, boy. That 79 a beast, that D tackle. Not the one, not Barry's done, the other one beside him, 79.
But I told y'all Barry Alexander wasn't who y'all thought he was, man. Y'all didn't want to listen.
79. What's his name, Rob?
I can't think of his name on top of it.
But y'all know what I'm talking about, that D tackle. He was I was like, whoa, that's a grown man. I thought Barry Alexander was the man.
Hey, listen, you can't blame Sean Lewis for calling the pass play and Shador check to a run. You can't blame Sean Lewis on that. Like that is what it is. What up, J-Dot? Talk to us.
Man, the videos that people are posting about that is ridiculous.
What they posted, J-Dot? What they posted?
Like saying that he's shaving points. How do you shave points?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I heard my man last night talking about that. I stayed up 2 o'clock listening to my man.
I did too. I'm like, how are you shaving points when you already covered the spread?
Yeah, you already covered the spread.
And over. What?
I guess he didn't want USC to come back and get the points. I don't know.
But Sean Lewis, Shador said in his press conference today, the reason he checked the play because everybody in the game, the personnel didn't know the play. And that's back to people not watching film and getting, Omarion was new in that 2-minute drill. He's never been in the 2-minute drill.
Yeah.
So they didn't have the right plays to call for him.
Yeah, I ain't get that either. And the game was already over, so I ain't understand
Hey, J.
what they
Dot,
meant
what
by
do you
that.
think about Coach Sanders talking about the head coach on Arizona? You think he might have been the OC instead of Sean Lewis? He can get that job.
I think that was his first choice.
That's his first choice. I just heard that this while ago. Like, yeah, he first that. That was his first choice. That the head coach of Arizona State.
I don't think he wanted to say it. He didn't say it in a way that it was like.
But you can tell though, he supposed to be on my
tell,
staff.
yeah.
He got an offensive mind. You heard what he said? He got offensive mind. He got one thing, but yeah, darn. So Sean Lewis is the third choice, huh?
Yeah, how y'all feel about what Coach Prime told Rob Ward?
What did he say, J. Dot? What did he say, J. Dot?
He said he called him out in the meeting.
Okay.
He said that boy played like 100 miles per hour the whole game.
Okay.
And then at practice, he said, "You and Shiloh."
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that when he talking about you and Shallow back there. So he already said he gonna take Woods out there.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Do you hear what he said? Do you hear what he said? He got Slusher, Money, and Travis." He said, "My secondary for me good." I heard that press conference.
Yeah, Roger Moore about to take Wood's spot.
He gonna take Wood out.
Wow.
Hey, he got tired of seeing all that. He got tired of seeing all that miscoverage, blown assignments.
Trevor Woods gonna transfer.
TW, bro.
TW. Yeah, I forgot TW. But listen though,
gonna hit that
gonna do with
portal.
Cam though?
Cam hurt, bro.
Cam hurt right now?
No, he's not.
Cam ain't hurt.
Okay.
He hurt.
He's hurt, but he's not injured.
He's not injured. He's hurt. He's playing hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. So is he gonna get to play this Saturday, or is it still up to there?
Yeah, he's playing. Slusher is the one that's up in the air.
Slusher's playing.
Y'all ain't see that big knee brace on his knee?
You say what there, Zion?
Y'all ain't see that big knee brace on Slusher's knee?
I did.
Slusher might not play a lot, but he should play this weekend.
But then, did y'all hear what Coach Brown said about Travis over there on Money 24/7? Travis trying to make him be the man for he will come back.
You guys are watching the stream, right?
You said what?
Travis's stream yesterday. Did you guys watch that?
No, I ain't gonna watch it yet.
I didn't tell us about J. Dot. You got all this.
He said he told Marion and Kermani, like, y'all got to get it right, because both of them. He said both of them are missing meetings. He said a lot of the freshmen are missing meetings.
Oh, see, Travis telling the real tea now. They've been missing meetings and ain't practicing. Okay.
But y'all know what's so crazy though, right? With Travis in Cormani's ear, it was gonna make him a monster, bro.
But here's the thing: Travis ain't really telling nothing that wasn't already known. It's just y'all was just oblivious to what was going on and why.
I'm just saying, with him in his ear, him teaching and stuff, it was gonna make him better, bro.
Yeah.
No, and it's nothing wrong with what you said, right? I agree totally. It's just the fact that a lot of people don't understand. Like when they're asking why these players ain't playing, and I'm like, man, they finna play, because I'm knowing what's going on, but it's like, man, at some point you got to figure this out, right? At some point you got to be like, you know what, I'm gonna just show up because I already know I'm talented. Now in the beginning, you gotta realize why some of them players ain't playing, right? They freshmen, they 2 freshmen, they don't know what they're gonna truly get. You know, they still wet behind the ear, you know, when it comes to college football. So it's, hey, I'm about to put this freshman out there. I don't want the media or I don't want the fans to turn on them if they don't perform at a high level. And so now with them performing at a high level on Saturday, you already seeing how the media is already went to their side, right? So what happens if they don't have the best game this Saturday? Now what is the media going to do? And those are the things that Coach Prime trying to prep them for and understand it. Like, listen, you got to watch your film. You got to study your playbook. You got to do this. You got to do that. Because when we get into a game situation, if somebody goes down or something happens, we need for you to be able to step in. And this is why Coach Prime always practices every time on Thursdays and Fridays. If this person ain't playing, who's playing? Because he wanted to test to see if you really been studying or watching film. And Coach Prime know who ain't been watching film. That's why you ain't see him on the field.
Hey, Rob, what happened to my man 13, man, the D lineman? Is he still on the team?
Still there. Small, still there.
He's still there?
Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all got Monty starting on Saturday?
Yeah, he started. Money started. Yeah.
The way Coach Prime talking, yeah.
He's on
the head. He's on well off and reach the people's what's the name? When they put their names in the headline.
Yeah.
I would say this.
That's why I said he getting his shine back. He won't
produce
shine,
bro.
Yeah, he wasn't producing, so the camera went on. Y'all noticed that well-off and rich people put the cameras on the people who actually playing and doing stuff?
No. Like, they told him, like, he got to get his stuff together. Like, Money
Yeah.
even said it. He's like, you ready to put out a video finally? He goes, yeah. He said, I had to grind. Like, Money's like, everyone's like, he's like, something's wrong. Nothing's wrong
No,
with
he
that boy.
just a
He's just
quiet
shy.
kid,
He's a
man.
quiet
He's
kid.
a quiet kid, man. He's just a quiet kid. But I bet you what, if he around people he know, I bet he got a lot of personality. That's
He's
how
a
most
quiet
kids are.
kid. The thing I like about him is his family. They always got his back, but they know what Coach Prime's doing. Like, his mama came out and said it. I believe in Coach Prime. She said it like yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Coach Prime we trust.
You know, she probably had a conversation with him, called him one-on-one, Coach Prime. Like, what's going
She's
on?
there. She's there.
Oh, she live up there with him too?
No. I don't think she lived there, but she's been there. I think since the last couple of weeks. I mean, like, hey, you need to get together.
Yeah.
Oh, she making sure he ain't been wild. Okay.
No, it's not about him wilding out. It's about him
adjusting,
like staying up late at night,
adjusting college life, adjusting.
Yeah, adjusting to the college life, right? Because you gotta
stayed up all night playing video games. Wake up late, miss your meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob, answer me this, Rob. Do y'all see Bree Love getting in the game now?
No.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna answer that question because like I ain't really trying to slander players.
I ain't slandering, but
I'm not personally gonna answer that question. Anybody on the channel can answer that
I say
question.
it's a 50-50 chance. It's 50-50. Depends on how the game go. How about
I'm talking about like with Carter coming back now, and
I'm gonna say this. His chances of like actually getting out there on defense is low, just due to the fact that Carter Stoudemire is back and Slush is back.
Yeah. That's what I was asking. I wasn't asking to slander his name. I'm just saying, do y'all think he's gonna hit the field? I'm not trying to slander that. That's why with TW, I start saying TW because I don't want, because they probably watch your channel.
Oh no, I'll tell you right now, there's a bunch of people that watch my channel. You just don't know it here.
Hey, but look at this, Zion. We see what Coach Prime said. This is the halfway point. It's new season now, so he finna. You heard what he said. He finna start running that ball now.
He gonna make his changes, bro.
You heard? You saw the press conference?
No, I didn't watch it.
You saw the press conference?
Yeah,
I did.
Okay, you heard what he said. It's new season now. Really, that's what he was saying. Like, okay, it's time for it now. So I guess we're gonna see Idaho this Saturday. Alto.
I hope so.
Hey, Mr.
I've been saying that for the last 2 weeks.
Kind of quiet over there.
I'm just listening, minding my business.
She'll come in when she's ready.
Hey,
Miss Tanisha.
What's
did you get your post game after the USC? I can't remember because I've been out for the last 2 weeks and I had Zion and
I was in Vegas. Best life.
Oh, you was in Vegas getting that money, huh?
No, I went to go see Adele.
Adele?
Yeah.
Hey, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Wait, Miss Tanisha, did you make your way to the Usher show?
No, it was that was when like LeBron and Rich Paul and Jeff Bezos and Paul McCartney and all of them were at the Adele show.
Oh, okay.
So I felt a little special. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
I don't think your husband would appreciate you going to Usher show. Usher doing what he did.
Oh yeah, you make a little single.
Not become single.
You say what, Tanisha?
Usher breaking up homes.
Oh my god.
Boy, you crazy.
How did you feel about the game overall?
Overall, I felt good about the game. There's still some things that I feel like after the game ended, the first thing I said to myself is, okay, like I said a few weeks ago, I feel like all of this has been a setup by Coach Prime. He's playing the people that were loyal to him and stayed and whatever, because TW was a hot mess. And I've never tweeted against a college player. I could not help myself. I tweeted twice. And then I caught myself and I was like, I'm not going to say it again, but I cannot watch this any further. But so if I saw that, I'm just hoping and praying that everybody saw it. And now it's time to move in a different direction and do something good, because that wasn't it. That's all I know. But I will say that I liked that the team came out ready to like they didn't look scared to me. Like, even though it was 21-0 at half. Was it 21-0 at half? I don't remember. But they looked ready to go. Like they showed up to play that day. And I liked that. And USC, bless their hearts, they really have to learn how to tackle at some point. But that's a whole different conversation for a different day. But overall, I just hope this week, now when we come out this week, that we see some of the things we implemented at the end of last week's game. That's what I want to see. I want to see the progression, and I want to see that all of us saw the same things happening on the field to the same people, and that we're going to change some things. That's what I want to see.
I agree. I know exactly what you said, Miss Tanisha, on Twitter. I wasn't gonna bring it up. But
No, like I went in, and then I was like, oh my gosh, this is a kid. I feel terrible. But like it was so obvious to me. So I'm in Vegas, and everybody like wants to go do stuff, and I'm like, no, the game's on. I'll be watching the game. And so naturally, people are like, okay, well, we'll watch the game. People that don't even know football were like, wait a minute, why is that guy? Wait, what is he doing? And I was like, nope, you're not gonna get me. And then I couldn't help it. Then I tweeted that, and I felt so bad, but I didn't say anything that wasn't the truth.
Right.
So,
You're right.
And I kind of tried to back off, and then I showed love to Cormani after the game. But like but it's so obvious now that I'm like, nobody anymore can say that we don't have a glaring weakness on our defense. Like you cannot say that you don't see it.
Do y'all think the linebackers played good last Saturday?
I'm going to be honest with you.
No.
It doesn't matter. They were good, but you cannot have such a glaring hole because everybody tries to make up for it, I feel like some guys are overplaying and overthinking.
Overstanding themselves.
Correct, because they're trying to make up for what they know is lacking.
So you thinking Shallow was overstanding himself for Woods when he was in there?
I think everybody is overextending for the one player that's impacting the defense.
I can't say that. I can't say that because he's not that bad. He's not that bad.
No, okay.
He's not a liability.
I'm being overly dramatic, but my thing is, we only see them when we see them on the game, right? Imagine what they're seeing every single solitary day. And somebody said yesterday, he probably does all the right things, right? He's showing up on time. He probably knows all the plays. He knows he's doing every single thing he's supposed to do. You just can't help if you're 2 steps slower.
Like, correct.
I think it all goes out to like, because I always think like, there's like 60, 70 plays on defense a game, right? Maybe around 80.
Yeah, 80. I say 80.
We see. You got to think of it like this, too. Unless you have the game tape, we see 3 bad reps out of 100 or out of 80 reps, in a game. And we grade those 3 the harshest.
Them the big plays, though. Yeah, them the big plays, though. Yeah, them the big plays that we look at. We don't know if he in the right spot sometimes.
Who y'all talking about?
But I just want to say though, but the other thing of this, so we watched the game in this place in Vegas where they were showing multiple angles of the game. I am not basing it off of 3 plays.
Hey, listen to me. When he missed that when he missed the tackle, what did you say to yourself on the touchdown?
I can't say it on this right now.
That was totally his fault. That was just
Rob been telling y'all, and people ain't been listening.
I think Rob saw my tweet.
Here's the
I did.
Here's the funny part, Rob.
I definitely did, Miss Tanisha. You know I seen that tweet. But what I would say to y'all, the word of the day is angle. Angles. That's all you need to know. Just angles.
I already know what you're talking about. Rob.
But those type of angles will cut out a lot of the BS. It will cut out a lot of.
How do I explain this? Like, there's techniques you have to do.
Yes.
And I can tell you there's a lot of them being missed.
Correct.
A lot of times it's run plays. And it's the simplest things. And the thing that makes me get mad at it, because it's like the simplest things. And it's the things that they know better. Like, that's why they're getting pulled from games.
Okay, I agree. I haven't seen him get pulled from a game for it.
Yep, I was about to say that too.
I hadn't either.
That's my problem, right?
There's no one. There's no one
They,
else behind him.
they
But
keep him on the field.
correct. And if I'm wrong, please somebody say that you have seen this. I also have noticed there's certain players that when they do something wrong, and they're getting coached up, right? Consistently. And if they do it wrong again, they're still getting the coach up. I've seen this person not even like it happens and it's expected. He's not even getting coached up.
They used to it by now. They used to it by now. They
And
expect
so
it. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna give you one example. Jacquez gave up that touchdown. He got pulled, right?
Mm-hmm.
PW gave up the touchdown. He's still in the game.
I'm telling you, he didn't get pulled on that touchdown.
So anyway, so that's why I'm just like,
Quez didn't get pulled on that touchdown. I can tell you that for a fact. I can show you the exact play where he got pulled.
What did he get pulled for? J Dot.
It's effort.
Effort. Okay.
I was just about to say that.
Okay, effort.
I just want to say something to the chat because, everything I say, sometimes people take very literally. For 1 second, I am not saying that this guy is the reason why our defense is absolutely terrible. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when everybody that is on the field, when all 10 guys know that there's one player that could potentially not do what should happen, psychologically it messes with your head. It's deep. It's a football game. They're playing on a string. If you pull the string at any moment and anything goes wrong, somebody has to be ready to recover. That's how it happens. They're all working in sync.
In a unit. They're a unit.
Yeah. If I know my dance partner usually messes up on a certain thing, and I know that we're in that certain dance and that move is coming up, I'm going to be ready to overcompensate because I know that call is something that impacts my dance partner. That's what they're doing.
So basically, you saying because USC pass ball a lot, on Ward we're gonna have to extend himself over Wood because they're gonna go deep back there.
Exactly. They know
yeah.
the defensive calls, right? They've been practicing them all week, so they've been able to see this man in practice every day. They know,
So that's why that strength condition coach look when he got beat. That's why he shook his head like that on film. I saw that.
I would say this on one of them touchdowns that a lot of people blame TW. It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't. I know. I went back and watched it. It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his fault.
And I tried to explain this to people. People thought I was tripping, and they tried to. Did TW take a bad angle? Yes.
Yeah.
But it wasn't his fault. The person's fault was number 3. Anytime once the quarterback gets to rotate and moving around and escaping, all the principles go away. You got to get to the next man. And we had, people that just out there just chilling in his zone while Caleb was running around. Come on, man. If you know football, you got to understand principles.
We had a call called candy and then stick to your person, sticky. You just stay. Yeah. Like after you're in your zone for a certain amount of time. You
3-4 seconds. It's 3-4 seconds.
Yeah, you just start yelling sticky. You just stick to your guy.
Caleb had 7 seconds.
Yeah.
7.
It was 3's fault, but
what I tell y'all.
Zone coverage. He's not a zone corner. I don't think it's harder to play zone in college than man. Like if you're good at man, you're good at man. If you don't know the zone, you don't know the zone. It's a lot harder to learn.
I do want to say too, though, that I am excited that Cormani got out there, and not only did he get out there, I feel like I don't know if any of you seen it, but after he made his first tackle, you could see his shoulders relax.
Yeah.
You could visibly see him almost taking a deep breath and relaxing his shoulders. And it was like one of those moments where you're like, okay, he's locked in. Like he wasn't at first, but then he got locked in. And then it was like he couldn't stop making plays because now he's ready to go.
That's like when, for instance, you get first in action, you get your first taste. Like for instance, you get your first taste of anything, he got a first taste of action. So that got him riled up. So now he feel like he can play on this level now.
Well, even when he caught that pick,
that's what that was. I can play now.
That terrible pass interference call, and he caught the pick. Mm-hmm. That even it's like these little things, and it happens in life, right? I'm just talking about this because this is a football game, but these little moments in life where you start to taste something that feels so good. Mm-hmm. That moment, I think he was there for that. And he was there for that fumble. None of the things happened, but guarantee you those moments are going to change the way he views things moving forward because he got to taste it. He got to
see
taste
that. See in high school, they said he's around the ball everywhere in high school. That's why he was number one corner. Like anywhere the ball at, he's always there. So that's one of his strengths is being around the ball. It's just that he just got to adjust to the college speeds and college everything. That's all. Now this week, I'm gonna do this right here. I'm gonna go out there on a limb. I won't be surprised if this kid get a pick this week.
Who?
If they throw the ball,
Money. I won't be surprised if he get a pick this week. They're
He had
gonna
a pick
throw
on
at him.
Saturday.
They're gonna throw at him though. I'm saying they're gonna throw at him. That's why I'm saying I won't be surprised.
Oh no, he gonna get a pick.
Yeah, they're gonna throw at him.
That depends on
Yeah.
it depends on who money's matched up with.
It don't
You
matter.
know,
They're gonna throw at
also,
him.
what I like about him is
They gonna
like,
test him out.
what
Yeah.
I like about Monty is his technique, though. When
Yeah.
Monty knows he can't. Well, I like Monty's technique. You know, when he's running across the, like, when he covers those drag routes, if he knows he can't get to the ball or the guy's gonna beat him across the field, he gets depth and get ready to make the tackle.
Money is a big kid. I know he's that big, man.
Hey, Rob,
I'm telling you this right now. Money's gonna get. They're gonna start treating him like Travis Hunter. He's gonna get 5 or less balls from him. I'm telling you this right now.
Nah, he gonna get all 20 on Saturday. Watch.
It's too early. It's too early for that, Rob. It's too early.
Rob, they gonna throw that ball at that boy every play Saturday, man. That offensive coordinator ain't gonna throw that head coach gonna throw it at him personally.
They didn't. No, they stopped throwing at him after a while.
I'm talking about Arizona State coach. They gonna test him first. They gonna test him. If he
Good
out there,
luck.
they gonna test him. That's
Good
what I
luck.
said. Yeah, good luck. That's good for us. But they gonna test him. He a freshman out there on the
reason.
highway.
All right, so listen. Look who they have. All right, so you got Money, right? And then the reason why they really stopped testing Money in this situation was because of the safety who was behind him.
Yep.
It was Roger Ward, and as soon as they flipped Roger Ward from behind him, they put Woods over there. That's when they started going back towards Money. That's the things that y'all gotta realize. Who's the safety that's behind Money? If Roger Ward is behind Money, they're not gonna test it because they know that Roger Ward is a ball hawk. If you put Roger Ward in that situation where they put TW when he gave up that last touchdown to Rice, that's it. That's a turnover or that's a pass breakup in that situation.
But the crazy thing is, the same play happened on the other blitz and he covered it.
Well,
he was there.
I'm gonna say yes, but he really didn't. If Caleb turns his head, it's same.
Nah, I don't know. He was there because when Duke blitzed, it's the exact same play, just flipped.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't know. He was there.
Hey, J Dot.
Yeah.
Hey, give me some more information. What else did you get from Coach Prime on interview today?
What I thought?
Yeah.
I think he's really excited about his secondary.
I say this. They're finally able to play man, and that's what they recruit the corners to do. Is play man.
Coach
Them
Prime
playing
had
zone is not worse. That's a bad decision overall because we don't have zone corners. We got man-to-man corners.
They can't blitz like they want to.
Coach Prime had that yes Lord look on his face today. Like, yeah, we got it. We got it.
He did. You know what else I will say too that I think Cormani can tackle.
Yeah.
You know, and I think
he wants to tackle. That's a difference.
What'd you say?
It's a mindset. He wants to tackle.
And it was right. Things that you don't think about, but it's like, okay, catch the ball. Okay, but I'm going to tackle you. Like a lot of it sounds really basic, but a lot of these guys
they don't like to tackle.
Yeah, they hate it. They don't do it.
But did y'all see this Kamani's size though? I thought he was little than that though. He's a big guy.
He's just skinny. Once he gets that weight,
I'm just saying, be a cornerback. He's 6'3", a cornerback. He got good size for a freshman's cornerback. That's what I'm saying. That's
He's 6'3".
That boy, he's an NFL corner.
He's Sauce Gardner.
He's Sauce Gardner Jr. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's 6'2" with long arms.
Yeah, he's Sauce Gardner.
So and somebody said this before, I think. He used to play receiver too in high school then, right?
He only played receiver until high school.
Got it. Okay.
They flipped him the corner, and his first year at corner, he had 12 picks.
He looks like it's weird to me because he looks like a corner. You know what I'm saying? Like when
he built like it.
Yeah, when I see him, I'm like, that's what you want
don't
your
see very
career to look
many
like.
6'3" corners anymore.
That's how the NFL. That when you look at when we were saying how we pay guys, you look at Kamani, you can see, hey, that's a star in the making right there. That's how you can pay that. When you were saying that earlier, Rod, how you gonna pay guys? You look at Kamani, you can tell he's a star, though. You can tell
If
that by
Cormani
looking.
walked in my NIL whatever and he had on a uniform, I would just give him the bag.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He looked the part.
Like you got it, bro. Where are you playing at?
Hey,
Okay.
Rob laughing.
Like,
But not only just that, like right now, you talking about him going to another level. Man, him going to that playing that position, that cornerback position in the pros at that weight he at right now, he ain't gonna be able to make it.
Oh no, he gonna put on that weight.
He ain't gonna be able to make it.
He ain't gonna shine. He ain't gonna shine like that. He got to put that weight on. But
He like 165 right now.
He'll be the same size
get
Sauce Gardner. Y'all see Sauce Gardner for New York Jets.
He's
190.
He's
same
190.
size. He gonna be the same size Sauce Gardner.
Hey, Cat, he's 175.
Okay,
wait,
same size too.
Y'all don't think Cormani's gained probably 5 pounds since he's
The
been.
man gained.
He gained around 10.
When he came to you.
Yeah, you can see he's getting more. You can see.
Yeah, he gained around about 10.
He looks thicker to me. I mean, listen, he's still little, dripping wet. I'm sure he's terrible. He's little.
He's gonna be little because he's 6'3", so it's gonna look small on him.
And then he lean with it. Y'all forgot he lean. He ain't thick.
He lean muscle.
Lean muscle.
And he's physical. The main thing is he's physical. Like she said, he want to fight. He do it too.
Right. Like
once he gets to like
behind Cormani, I'd be like, he got it. We got his back.
once he gets to Travis's weight at like 190, he's gonna be unstoppable.
Hey,
Travis
He ain't gonna get 190 till he like a junior.
He get 180 next year.
He can gain that weight, bro.
Old school.
Yeah.
Welcome in, old school. Appreciate you coming on, baby. Wait. Hey, let me announce you before you start talking, baby. Let me announce you into the show.
Rob, come on, man. You got damn people.
Go ahead, bro.
Rob, let me start off. Hey, what's going on, Rob? Hell, Rob, I'm telling you, boy. Hey, look, I was wondering if when you was down at the game, what was you seeing and how you was feeling and everything. I couldn't wait till you get back and everything. And then when you came back, you had somebody else running the show. I had to talk. It took me 2 days to get to talk to you. But I come on and act sociable and try to deal with everybody and don't overtalk everybody, Rob. I'm trying to do good. I'm trying to do better, Rob. I mean, that's what I'm. But Rob,
old school, I was proud of you last night. Old school,
Rob, you been on my mind. Rob, if you thinking if you been on my mind, yes, you been on my mind for the last 3 or 4 days. But it's all right though. And I've been watching you. I ain't been running from you. I've been watching you, Rob. I've been looking for you to come on, but I ain't been seeing you. I've been seeing what's his name, Zion. But it's all right, Zion. I love you too. And I'm glad, Rob. But look, Rob, that ain't the point. The point is, Rob, did you like what you seen at the game? Not the first half, the second half.
First off, man, shout out to my dog Caleb Mathis, man. Shout out to my dog Caleb Mathis. But no, I enjoyed everything that I seen. I think the first half, we came out, the first quarter with the bed. We did some things that we could clean up, but for me, we cleaned up that first half. We don't spot them 14 points. That game's different.
Right. I agree. Are you finished?
I'm good. Old school, go ahead.
Oh, I got the show today.
Hey, old school. Can I say this, old school?
Go ahead.
Hey, man, I was listening to you last night, old school. I listened to you on my man show last night, old school. You all right, old school. I
try to be mad. I love what I see out there. I love. Hey, Rob, I'm gonna tell you something, Rob. Look here. I'm gonna tell. Hey, Rob, that goes right back to what I was saying with y'all at first. Hey, y'all notice what Bucky was saying about the boss Stu about that? The predictions, garbage.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something, Rob. I check everybody, and everybody think that they ain't gonna be 12 or no or less than that. And I'm gonna tell you, prove me wrong. That's all I'm saying, Rob. Just prove me wrong. Am I right or wrong, Rob?
You're right, old school.
All right. Well,
you're right, old school.
I bet me down to a whole lot of dead air. See, when I get a chance to talk, nobody want to hear them talking over me. Rob, I love you, Rob. I love your show. I'm gonna keep on watching you. I might say I get mad at you, say I ain't gonna watch you no more, but I'm gonna watch you, Rob. I'm gonna watch you.
Old school, you gotta go to Colorado this year. You gonna go to Colorado this year or next year?
Man, I'm blessed to be going wherever I want to in the world because I got God on my side. He
I
takes
understand.
time to go.
I just
And
actually you gonna attend the
I
game.
understand, but if I ain't there in person, I'm there in mindset because Rob is out there. I love him because he out in Boulder, Colorado. He gets to see the mountains all the time. He gets to wake up every day and watch the mountains. Hey, Rob, did you see the mountains today?
I did.
Rob,
Old school. Every time I walk out my door, all I gotta do is look to the
Boy,
right and I see the mountains, baby.
ain't no
Every day.
mountains. Rob, ain't no mountains out here. Well, man, ain't no but concrete.
All right.
All right.
Let's talk some football, old school. What's on your mind, man? Talk some football to us.
Man, I love what Coach Prime. I love what Coach Prime doing out there. I know I was kind of like mad on him at first because he wasn't getting the young boys a chance, but I guess he got to now, and they shining like a boy. I'm telling you, they shine like a bright light. I can't wait till the rest of them come on, Rob. It's gonna get greater later. I just can't wait. I know it. I'm getting old, but still, though, I just got to learn how to have patience, Rob. And that's what I'm doing. I appreciate you because I see your show and you learn me from old school. You gotta have patience. You right. I'm sorry. You right. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
you
it.
fine, man. Sometimes you get to trying to get to your point. So I get it at times. I get sometimes people say stuff and it's like, man, I gotta talk. I get it. That's
Hey, but Rob,
hey,
see, that's my point, right? See that right now when I'm talking, you ain't talking. Rob, look, it really ain't no point. It's just the fact you just don't see it yet. Really, I'm just saying all this. What I'm saying about T with TW and all this old stuff. All this, man. Look, and with what's his name? What man? Look here. Man, look, we ain't seen nothing yet. It's finna shine and be good out there. I ain't saying no more names and no more words and nothing like that. Wait till you just see the whole picture. The picture finna get wonderful. I see them playing for a national championship, Rob. I'm telling you, man, I can't go with that, nothing less, Rob. Nothing less. And I see them playing against schools like, what's that? Because all they need is 3 more games to be able to be eligible for a bowl game. Just with Coach Prime's ability alone, what bowl game you think they gonna draw him to?
yeah,
Go ahead,
we
Rob.
about to have a great month of October. I mean,
I agree with you, Rob.
We'll
I agree
definitely be
with you.
bowl eligible. We'll definitely be bowl eligible after the October. So some great things about to happen. We only got 3 games in October.
Yeah.
But hey, we finna go ahead and take care of business. Get ready for November. We're gonna be bowl eligible after October. That's all I can see, and that's all I'm looking forward to. And that. For everybody that don't know, I will be on later on today with David Talk Buffs. I'll be dropping a link that episode will be in 3 hours. So I will be on with David Talk Buffs in about 3 hours doing our normal David Talk Buffs and Rob the Man media show. So you don't want to miss that out because we always get into recruiting. We always get into certain things throughout that. So hey, be on the lookout because it's coming. But hey, I had to get that in there because I forgot.
Hey Rob, you gotta give us some little insight before you go give Dave Buck some insight. What's up with recruiting?
I'm not gonna drop any recruiting news as far as like the solid commitments or anything like that.
I ain't talking about commitment. I'm saying like for instance, like who moved up on our list. Like for instance, the Cam what's his name? Cam who?
Cam Coleman.
Yeah, did we move up on him?
Yeah.
Okay. Who else did we move up on?
Pretty much everybody that was in the building.
I gotta wait tune into the show. Huh?
Not really. I really get all the information to like my members.
I got to sign up for a member, man. I'm signing up for a member. I'm gonna sign up.
But listen, I have a question. Just whenever y'all talk about players, because I'm not the recruiting aspect of this. That's not where I shine. Can y'all say like what position they're gonna play or something? Because like all I hear are names, and I see them obviously like on socials, but they don't always tell me like, okay, Rob from like what does he do?
Okay, Cam is a receiver from Michigan. What he is, a 4 or 5
No,
star, Rob?
Cam Coleman is not from Michigan.
He's not from Michigan. Okay, where he from?
You're talking about Nick.
Okay,
what they call Baby Megatron. He's a wide receiver from Michigan.
That's who I want.
State recruitment.
That's who I want right there. I saw a little film on him. He all right.
His mom is super impressed by Coach Prime. I'll let you guys know that. Like his mom is super impressed by Coach Prime, by the program. He really likes the program. It's gonna be a fight, but I believe right now that Colorado's in a good landing spot to land him in his 24 class. When it comes to Cam Coleman, he was really super impressed too. He's a wide receiver out of he's a Texas A&M commitment right now. So
Okay, that's the
Cam
guy from
Coleman.
Florida. Okay. I
He's
had him
not from
confused.
Florida.
He ain't from Florida. Who from Florida then?
He's Cam Coleman is from Alabama, but he's a Texas A&M commitment.
So who the two receivers came from Florida that time then?
That is Zaire Carr. He's already committed to University of Colorado.
And there's another one guy that he was committed to Oregon, wasn't he?
Yes,
His teammate, wasn't
he
he?
will be back back for a visit.
Okay, I would make sure I wouldn't confuse myself. Okay.
No, you good. I would tell you this: we do got solid commitments right now behind the scenes. It's not public, and so I don't want to mess up no kids' recruitment. We do got some commitments. Some solid commitments out of the state of Florida. That they probably gonna be making public here within the next 1 to 3 weeks. I can let you know that, but I can't tell you who the player is because I don't.
How about this, Rod? Do we have any interior linemen committed?
Yes,
Okay.
we already have. I would tell you this right now. We already have 2 interior linemen solidly committed.
Okay.
Why is it strategically do they silently commit? What is it that they don't want out?
The public?
It's not that. The reason why a lot of recruits solidly commit is to hold their roster spot. Because if you don't commit and they offer the spot to somebody else, you can lose that scholarship. So,
and then they don't want to post it because they want to continue to go on other visits.
Yep. That's also too.
Yes and a no, because sometimes when you solidly commit to certain things, it's a momentum thing, right? So Coach Prime know, hey, I got these 4 players locked up, but I want them to all commit around the same time period so we got momentum so we can get other recruits. So sometimes the university
that makes sense right there, Rob. That's about like
it's a university. Sometimes it's not just the players, sometimes the university. So like Coach Prime, he like to bring in that splash all at one time, right? So like each week you'll have a player commit. So when you see one player commit, you can expect within 3 to 5 days another player is going to commit to Colorado and it's going to be public.
Hey Rob, let me ask you this question, Rob. Let me ask you the question. When you think he's going to drop the quarterback? December or January?
Which quarterback are you talking about?
Only one of them, the number one.
Well, there's more than one.
I'm talking about number one, the number one quarterback, Underwood.
He won't commit until next year.
Yeah, he already silently committed though.
Yeah, but he can't say anything because you still.
That's why I was asking Rob. He probably gonna drop here January, get ready.
And a lot of times you silently commit too because you don't want to be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Hey, look here. Can't that come back and can't that come back and hurt one of the coaches as far as them holding on to that commitment? Because you know what I'm saying, like right now, because they got that in the L. Somebody come back with a better offer, they might see. Whoa, I'm thinking that I just got weird that you just holding on to Coach Pryor. Look here, Mom, double that offer that I just gave you. You know what I'm just saying? And then that money's coming to the top. Why you want to give a person long enough to sit up there and think about it? That's my point.
Well, I mean, think about it from like this old school. You can solidly commit in the background just so you can get your recruitment over. But then also you don't got to worry about the pressure of people, ask you this and this and that. If the recruit wants you to know, they're gonna let you know. Some players just come out and get theirs over with so they can be done with it. So they ain't gotta get no more phone calls. But if it's a college that really wants you, they're gonna continue to recruit you no matter what. They don't care who's there. There are players that Colorado is still after that's actively committed to other schools. That's not going to stop anything. Right. You still build a relationship every day. Solid commit sometimes it's just a holding spot.
Go ahead, my point is just like I look at it like like right now that CB3 guy, the one that's out there the committed to Miami, right? Yeah. No, Florida State. I think that he committed to Florida State. Now we hoping that we can turn him because he already put that commitment in, but we hoping he can turn him. He didn't already put the commitment in, but we hoping that we can turn him. All we got is a hope, right?
Not necessarily. Go ahead, J-Dot.
I bet. You don't want to talk about it. I get it.
No.
A lot of people
J-Dot was about to make a point. That's why.
All right, go ahead.
So a lot of people silently commit because say a kid really wants to go to CU, right? But their dream school is Bama. Not gonna lie, people are still gonna try to choose Bama over CU if that's their dream school, right?
Right.
Bama gives out 28 or 25 scholarships. Was it 25 or 28? Not 28 scholarships a year, right? So say you're like, you silently commit to one place. Say you really were going to go to Bama, right? Everyone signs on national commit. What do you call it, day?
Right.
And then Bama they would call and say, hey, this offer is rescinded. So now if you would have been committed to Bama, you're screwed because you don't have another school. So a lot of these kids commit. They know, like, hey, I for sure want to go here, but if I do have a chance to go to another school that is closer to home that I really, really want to go to, I have that option.
Right. Okay, I got you. Well, even with that guy, even with the other guy that's out there in Florida State, we never did have this. We never had it. We never had this commitment to
Like
his
CO3 is doing it right now. I think.
Yeah.
He's thinking, he's like, I got my lock. I can go here for sure if I want to. But say that school gets some guys that I really want to play with, I have that chance.
That's about like my receiver down there. What's the Smith guy down there in Florida? He gonna take a visit down to Miami. He committed to Ohio State. Y'all know what I'm talking about? No one receiver.
Yeah, you can say it with Kermani too. Like he knew he could always went to Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he got that offer. He's like, you know what? Let's try it. But he didn't lose out. Some kids like they don't commit for so long, and then when they go to commit, everybody's already signed. And like, oh, you never committed to us, so we didn't think you were gonna.
Everybody got their different reasons and stuff, but they do.
I would say
Smith gonna go to Miami though. He lives
I would
down
say
there.
this: a silent commitment versus a verbal commitment. A solid commitment is more powerful than a verbal commitment. And most people, and people that.
I would agree because I think when you verbally commit, it almost puts a target on your back for somebody to come and try to flip you.
Yes, that's another reason too.
Yeah, and if you're
silent,
right. I've been sitting here thinking if you're silent, that coach knows what's up. You can do whatever. Nobody really has to know your business, and you can still kind of play the field a little bit, but
exactly.
But you don't have to tell anybody because nobody really knows what's going on anyway.
And that's the reason why Coach Prime is like, man, he's so loved. He's so happy for what we got coming in because a lot of people we have more commitments than most people think we have. I know people would be like, oh, Colorado got 8 commitments. We actually have way more than 8 commitments. We're up to about like 16, 17 commitments. It's just the rest of the commitments right now are silent because Coach Prime want to hit a wave because he's trying to get certain players. And so with those silent commitments behind the scenes, they could tell players like, hey, we got this, we got that coming. So we have more commitments than a lot of people think.
I said that earlier today. This got back to me.
Yeah.
I said I'm getting everything together.
They saved it for afterwards like they did last time when all those players started calling in and letting them know they're coming in on the phone like they did before.
Yeah, he already.
Coach
Prime knows what he has already.
I got you.
Yes, Boot Carter and Jeremiah Seaton, yes, they are both they're a package deal. Whether they go to the same school, or a lot of recruits say they're a package deal, but it always can go one way or another with that, man, when it goes to package deals. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. But I would say they are a package deal. So with them, you gotta look and see who has which 2 schools, right, that they got similar. So like they got Tennessee, they got Colorado, same offer to, and that'll give you a landscape to where they're going.
I think they're going to Tennessee though.
I would say right now Tennessee is in the driver's seat for both of them, but it's not a lock because Boot Carter mom and I would say one of Seaton's parents do like Colorado. So you can get Seaton back on official. That's going to play a lot. Charles Lester III is supposed to visit before he makes a decision, his final decision if he's going to Florida State. He's supposed to make a visit back to Colorado. I can tell y'all that.
Okay.
But if y'all looking at how everything is lining up, I'm going to tell you this. The month of December is going to be busy for Colorado. And that's when you're going to start to see a lot of flips happen. So the late November, early December, right before the early signing period, that's when you're going to start seeing a lot of
And people forget, Charles Kelly, the reason why I think we're going to get so many good defensive commits, Charles Kelly and Nick Williams own the SEC and recruiting defensive players.
Yep.
If you go look at Charles Kelly's recruiting list, he has like, I want to say like 65-star recruits in the last 10 years or something like that.
When is early signing day?
December.
It's December. I can't think of the actual date. I want to say it's the 18th.
I guess I could Google it.
Yeah, I want to say it's the 18th, but don't quote me on that. But I know it's in December, and then the national signing day is in February.
Okay. Why isn't where's Studio? He's supposed to be Mr. Googling this for me.
He's here. He's on mute, but he's here for sure.
Hey, Rob, I got a question about Arizona State and CU, man.
But
So, hey, I'm a bit nervous, man, about this Arizona State CU game, and I'll tell you why I'm nervous, man. So, every game after this, I mean, a lot of people expected Oregon USC loss, right? But every game after this seems like a winnable game, especially the next two games coming up. But I think Arizona State and Stanford, man, they looking at these games like this state college football playoff. I talked about this the other night with J. Dot and Beezy, man. Like, you saw how Arizona State played against USC with all the trick plays and the trickery and all of that stuff, because they down at that, they third, fourth string quarterback, something like that.
yeah,
I think them boys, you need to be aware, man, because teams coming out, they're going to be gunning for them.
I would tell you this. The reason. Hold on. I don't know who's okay. Arizona State. I don't even know what their roster is going to be for this Saturday. Right now, they have sustained a bunch of injuries. Like, they're down to the third string quarterback. They just lost 2 starting offensive linemen. They just lost a receiver. They lost 2 defensive linemen. Like, they're down.
Their middle linebacker just quit.
Yeah, their middle linebacker just quit. Yeah, they lost a lot of players after this game against Cal. So I don't even know, like, what you've seen against USC. I don't even know what they're gonna have a product out there on the field on Saturday.
They don't know neither.
So
That's good to know, man. Because when I was watching, man, one thing, like, maybe they not the most talented team for sure, but I don't know whatever Kenny Dillingham is doing, man. But he had them boys well coached, man. They were sound in they like assignments and stuff like that, assignments and alignments, like how Coach Prom always preach. They were sound in that, man. But yeah, like you said, I don't know what their roster gonna look like, but I just hope you don't sleep on them.
No, I think they're gonna come out. They're gonna come out and set an example, right? This is gonna be their game where they got to play a complete game, and they know that. They know that it's time. Like, it's time to turn the table, to get everything on the right track and get everything moving forward, and you about to see that happen this weekend. And like I said, with ASU, they got so many injuries, players quitting, players just don't want to be there, players ready for the season to end already after 5 games. So I don't know what I can go there and tell you who the players to look out for, but I don't even know if half of them gonna play. To be honest with you, the way things are going right now at ASU, and the way their media is acting right now at ASU, and the players is leaving and coming and going, it don't look too good, man. It don't look too promising for ASU.
Right.
Okay.
That'd be a problem. That to a certain extent, that'd be a problem with that show the game. It won't be to a certain extent on the players. It'll be a certain extent on the coaches, because they don't really too much know what to prepare for as far as our coaches go. So we'll see if our coaches gonna be able to change things within the game, not wait to halftime to change something, but change things within the game, because they don't know who to play for, who's going to be the star, who's going to be the top guy, or anything like that. So that's going to show where not just the players going to be able to adjust, but if the coach is going to be able to adjust. This is going to be, to a certain extent, more of a coach's game than anything else besides the players, because the players have the ability. I'm sorry, go ahead, y'all.
That was my concern, old school.
Yeah.
Hey, Frankie, I got a question, man. So what the spread looking like for ASU and CU?
6 points, 6.5.
6.5. That's 6.5 towards CU or ASU?
CU.
Hey, Jay,
I ain't touching it.
Remember, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm talking. Look, but remember with that bet line stuff. Hey, look, don't get fooled by the okie doke, y'all. Y'all remember that though, right? Y'all know that, right?
That's why I'm kind of tiptoeing around it. I
Hey,
guess I
listen,
see what it
this
is
is not this
about
not a big
Thursday night.
spread. They got 3 points. They get 3 points from being at home. So they're already 3 points. So then they trying to say that on CU is 3 point better than them. So that's where I got the 6 from.
Yeah,
So
you would think. You're right.
that was what Vegas came up with. But I ain't touching that line though. I ain't touching it.
I would say this. I'll say this, and I'm not even gonna say if. CU must dominate this game.
They got to. I got
They
to
have
first.
the thing about the trajectory of like the two programs. ASU's on the way down and Colorado's on the way up, with players coming back healthy. So we shouldn't have an excuse. Well, we ain't got this, we ain't got that, we ain't got this. Listen, players are getting an opportunity, right? Even with Savion Washington going out, Reggie Young stepping in is actually going to be a benefit to Colorado. And the reason why I'm saying this is Reggie Young go do his thing. When Savion Washington gets back, it might be the answer to can they move the LT out. That's all I'm going to say on that part. Two, our defense is where we've been hurt the most at far as injury bug. So now that we really starting to get our defense together, Charles Kelly found out, all right, here's what I can call now. Here's what I can do. He learned a lot of that stuff in the second half of that game. So he's going to try to implement a lot of that stuff against ASU. So we should go do our thing. We should win this game by 14 plus. The problem is you just don't know who's going to be on the field for ASU. So you can go and scout ASU all you want. You truly don't know who's going to play on Saturday because colleges don't have to give a injury report. They don't. Like, they can keep that all in-house. They don't have to say anything. But the problem is that their media is dropping everything. They don't care. Their media is so done with the team is that they're dropping all the injuries. They're dropping the players that's leaving. They're dropping all the internal stuff that's going on with the program right now. So you just need, Colorado to come in with even mind kill and say, hey, listen, it does not matter who's on that field. The only thing that we're focused on is ourselves and what we do. Just don't get penalties and come out here and play football.
Right.
Keep it about football.
Right.
You know what position group I really want to see improve for CU, especially this week? Man, the special teams. How Coach Prime said the special teams got to be special. I think this is the week for the special teams to get healthy for CU. What you think about that, Rob?
I don't think it's possible. Go ahead, Rob. Because of their special teams coach. Go ahead, Rob.
Well, I mean, they special teams coach. I'm not gonna say this on him. At some point, right? You can put whoever you want to put out there in the field. It's a matter of will or skill. Some of that's just coming out to will. Some of those players not willing and wanting to block on special teams. How many times you gonna keep blaming it on the coach versus the player? They gotta do their job. They gotta do their job assignment, right? They ain't doing it. Take them off the field, replace them. I would say this, right? I would rather see Mata kicking field goals than Jace Feely. I just want Jace Feely to just lock in.
Coach Prime said it today. Mata was supposed to take that field goal.
Hey, Jace Feely just ran out there because he got the D on his
Right.
jersey.
No, the coach, special team coach sent him out there.
Right. Exactly.
You got to think about it, right?
No, Coach Prime. No, what Coach Prime was saying that he expected Mata to kick that doing, but the special team coach, undermining him and sent Feely out there. That's what he said in press release.
But it goes back to my point of what I said last week before the game when everybody tried to tell me that Coach Prime made the decision on who goes out there, and I'm telling y'all the position coaches are the ones who sitting people out there. Try to tell y'all this, but nobody wanted to listen to me. Everybody like,
hey, Rob. Wait. First of all, this goes right back to what I told you before, back in the past. Look here, we already know who Coach Prime, who one of the shots out there. I've said to you, yeah, Coach Prime makes the final decision. But if Coach Prime said put him out there, he do go be out there. Coach Prime put it in his coach's hands, and that's the problem right there. Especially the problem go with that running back position.
But listen, if Coach Prime told you,
wait, the problem go right back with that running back coach. That running back coach, they ain't thinking about McCaskill being nowhere near close to being out there.
But old school, listen to what I just said, right? Because you're the one who was fighting back at me on this point. When he's telling you Mata should be out there and expecting Mata to be out there, and then you go put Jace Feely out there, then what is that saying?
If Coach Prime said put him out there, might have be out there. The reason why dude is out there because Finney out there because he got that thing on his chest. Not only just because he got that thing on the chest, because Coach Prime wanted him out there. That's period, right?
No,
Coach Prime didn't want him out there last Saturday. You go watch the Coach Prime interview. He said Marta for to kick that field goal.
Well, I bet you Marta kick the next one, but I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know who's supposed to be out there then. I know Marta gonna kick the next one.
Yeah, he gonna kick the next one. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, J-Dot, you what? That's why I want to ask you, J-Dot. What else did you get from Coach Prime presser? I watched it. I just want to hear somebody else's opinion.
I just thought he's excited about what he has.
Yeah,
like he knows that secondary is about to be good. I'm telling you, he's missing like two or three dogs on the.
Then he was talking about Miller. Said Miller had a terrible practice, but now you know what I'm saying. He got to get the ball now.
I changed that too. I'm glad you mentioned that. You see how fast he changed that too. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Practice is all right. Practice is real good, but when it comes down to getting rid of the dog, that dog gonna shine in the game. And Coach Prime know that better than anybody. I'm telling you. Practice is wonderful, but I'm telling you, when you get the game, boy, I will tell you, when you start shining in, you ain't gonna lose that light. Go ahead, whoever it was.
But I'm saying though, them young boys though, they were missing practice and doing all kind of stuff though. He couldn't play them probably. They had no other choice there to play them. I'm glad they played them though. But yeah, go back to you, J-Dot. Go ahead.
If y'all with that what you just said, look here. Now he had choices before. I'm gonna tell you, when they start making them changes, remember he always be talking about that first starting off is bad, always lacking and all that. Only time it started getting better when he started doing what? Making changes. When the other guys start coming in, that's when they start getting their name up. That was only just the fifth game. They were getting their name up before. What's the name came in on the fourth game, and he just started getting his name up. The one other guy with the long dreads on the defense, he just started getting his name up. These guys just coming on.
You talking about Cam?
They better, not just Cam, but I'm talking about the other one too. The other guy, I think he was number 4 on defense with
Travis J.
Yeah. But they just come. This is my point, y'all. They coming on. They gonna get better. They getting better. The real good ones are the ones that stepping their game up because they know they supposed to be playing. They doing that.
I agree with you on that one.
To a certain extent, Coach Prime can't keep them down. All he can do is make them work in practice and get on with the program like he doing with Kamani. Kamani ain't come up out of there. They go. Hey,
appreciate you, old school. I gotta let J-Dot talk. Old school. I gotta let J-Dot talk. Go ahead, J-Dot.
The other things I think he knows, like Kamani got it now because he seemed like a sense of relief.
Yeah.
And then he also said, like, if he just keep doing the right things, he's gonna be him and Travis. He said him, Shiloh, Travis, Slusher, and Ward. And he shook his head. He said, "Woo."
Yeah, that's why I got J-Dot. And also J-Dot, he said Travis out there coaching him harder than ever today.
Yeah, he's like, Travis is out there
all up on him. So yeah.
I got a question for y'all. Ain't this the London that I've been saying from day one they should have been playing?
Say what now?
I said, ain't that the defensive back lineup I've been saying this
year? Yeah, I do give you credit. You will mention Ward. I ain't know nothing about it. I said Vito. You said Ward. You said Ward. I said Vito. You said Ward. I give you that. You said Ward.
I agree, Ward. Frankie. He was standing on 10 toes. Coach Prime. He was standing on 8 toes like Coach Prime. He was preaching Roger Ward.
Yeah, well, I said Vito.
Ooh.
Yeah,
hey,
I give you that, Rob. You're right.
I want to present a challenge. Who you think the next person is going to move back? Will be losing their spot in that secondary.
The secondary already.
The secondary said once Travis Hunter comes back, it's set. I'm telling you this right now. As long as everybody's healthy, it's set.
Yeah. They've been waiting on money to come along. That's all they've been waiting on him to come along. Coach Brown said in the presser, money. I got money and Travis on the outside now. That's what he said. J-Dot's online.
Hey, Rob.
Rob, money and Travis and Slusher Slusher's just making plays already in practice. So
yeah,
he's ready.
Yeah, he was saying what Coach Brown was saying though. He got money and Travis on the outside. That's all he needed right there. That's like he just been wanting to get that on the outside. Travis and the money. So hey,
Carter's back too.
Hey, I'm not Rob. Anybody who is number 3?
Cooper.
Okay.
What they gonna do with
Well,
Cooper, J Dot?
they're gonna put so when they
He's
go
gonna
nickel,
play still. He's gonna play the nickel.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna say when they go nickel, they're gonna put him in that slot. So now you don't have to worry about like a slusher guarding the inside receiver.
Yeah, you all right.
Or
What about
Ward.
Cam though? What they gonna do with
Now
Cam though?
Cam's
Cam
gonna play too.
damn.
They just
Cam
gotta.
play.
Cam
He gonna
ain't
play.
going nowhere.
Cam gonna play the free. What Shiloh play? The strong or free?
Shiloh's. They don't really. There's no
That's
such
why I
thing
said they
anymore.
don't. That's why I said they interchangeable back there.
Now they're literally in. They don't even call it. You're just a safety. There's no.
Yeah, that's
strong.
why I was thinking. So you got to think about last year. Jackson State, Cam and Shiloh played together for last
That's 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they know how to play each other back there. Then Roger Ward there.
And in
Yeah.
So that go right back to my question. Thank you. I got an answer. That go right back to my question. Who y'all see losing that spot? Y'all say y'all see nobody. I see number 3 not being on the field as much as he was before because he was getting a whole lot of playing time.
He's still gonna play. He still has his experience and he's a good player. He's like
you got to sit and think about it. They ain't going Cooper down.
Young man, can I say this to the young man that just said what he just said? Remember what you just said a couple of days ago? You said he got burnt 5 times, 2 times for what? 2 times for touchdowns. Remember that? You said that, didn't you? Did you say that?
No, I didn't say he got burnt 5 times. I said he's only given up 5 catches.
Yeah,
5
catches.
And two of them was for what?
Touchdowns.
Okay. And
But
the other 3
games,
and the other 3 was for what?
Like 5 and 6 yards.
Yeah. He been getting burnt, baby. You don't get it, do ya?
No, Cooper interfered on DB.
I don't think you get it.
Stop that.
Yeah.
You figure he like that because of his defense, because of his physicality. The other one, Stoudemire got the same kind of physicality.
He's like that because I watched the film.
Stoudemire got the same kind of physicality. And he's right there in that same position, too. He's fighting for that the same way Kamani is. You get what I'm saying?
Cooper's a top 3 corner of that team.
Is that number 3 on defense? No.
Yes.
Okay, well, no, he ain't.
Who your top 3 old school? Give me your top 3 cornerback old school.
On Colorado, bro?
Yeah, on Colorado, yeah.
Okay. My top 3, well, I see where it should be. It should be Kamani up in there. You understand me?
Yeah.
Number 7, what's his name from Jackson State? Up in
He's
there.
Safety.
He's not a corner.
Right. He is safety. I'm sorry. Okay, on the corners, it should be Kamani, and it should be that other Roger Ward. Ward is a safety too.
Cooper.
No, Travis. Travis Hunter's on the other side.
But Travis won't be back 3 weeks though.
Well, okay. Well, Kamani, I guess it had to be Kamani and Cooper out there till Travis get back right.
Hey, I didn't know Warren Stapp's still up there. Warren Stapp out there coaching.
I would say this.
Warren Stapp gonna be the coach.
I'm watching well off right now. Warren Stapp at practice day.
I would say this about when you look at Travis can go out there and play, but they're being precautious because there ain't no point of risking it, right? So Cooper is the top 3 corner in the cornerback room. You got Travis Hunter, you got Cooper, you got Kamani, and then you got Carter Stoudemire. Those are the top 4 corners.
Your boy on second team now, Breedlove.
Yes, he brutally, boy. I'll tell you, thank you,
Rob.
Yeah,
I'm watching it now.
Rob, I would tell you, boy.
Hey, Frankie.
Huh?
He's only on second team because Travis is not practicing, bro.
I know. I know, Rob.
He gonna drop right on down the 4th team over there where Rob wanted to be at. Rob wanted to be over there, so he over there. I'm sorry, Rob. Go ahead. It's your
10 needs to stay right on the
I
side.
would have told.
Go ahead, speak, Miss Tanisha. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying 10 and 43 need to become friends together on the sideline.
They will.
They'll make a great special team duo. But I got a question, Rob. So, with the possibility of TW being removed from that position, What position you think? What
Oh
other
hell,
position
they
you think
show
he
they
play on
show Fur
defense?
play. Your boy got beat, man. Money got beat at practice. God almighty.
He's gonna get beat though. He's playing corner. It's a hard position.
Oh no, I know that. I'll
If
just tell you. I was
Yeah.
watching it. I forgot I'm on mute. I forgot.
you
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you're 101s, the 101s are catered for the offensive player. Like
Yeah.
Oh, I know
And
that.
I'm gonna be
Who
honest.
did?
I actually I don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound terrible. He needs to get beat in the game at some point because you have to learn, and
yep,
that's
there's gonna have a high expectation for people, and it's gonna be like, I hate this. That
yeah.
is
And
gonna
it's
have
like
that.
I like if you are a fan
How
of.
many times had Travis Hunter got caught on in the
Hold on,
game?
hold on, hold on. Mr. Nishi's talking. Hold on.
But are we talking about this year or last year? And I think the thing is we can't compare talent. Like I feel like this is why I don't debate like Michael Jordan or LeBron. Da, da, da. Like people can be amazing at being who they are. They don't have to be compared to somebody else. Cormani being compared to Travis might not be fair right now, but that doesn't mean Cormani doesn't have potential to be like Travis. You know what I mean? Like we always compare the bad things people do to the good things that really good people do. But like maybe his journey is going to look different. Like journey doesn't start from like the beginning and then go to the end. You have to ebb and flow. Like look at life. Like as an adult, I'm not who I am today. Like I didn't just get here. You have to go through things and everybody's journey is going to be different. I just as a fan base want us to remember this is a process and this is Cormani's journey. We want Cormani to be better than he was last game, and we want him to continue to get better. And we want him to.
Oh shit, Carter locked his ass up. Damn.
Oh, go ahead, Mr. Nishi.
I just want us to allow him the grace to grow the way he needs to grow. That's it. Like I don't want us to expect perfection out of him immediately. I want us to just let him grow and let him do what he needs to do. And I think because the more love we show him to as a fan base, the more we're allowing him that space to do what he needs to do. And that's all I'm saying is I want us like when it's Utah week, I want us to be like, okay, so Cormani's going to lock down one side. We got Travis locked down the other side. We have, like that's what we're leading up to. And I just want us to give him that grace so that he can grow and learn. That's all I'm saying.
And that's been my
Yep.
message from day one that I've been preaching. So go ahead, J-Dot.
I just let them be kids. Like they
I
don't
was
deserve to criticize.
I was just watching Well Off Media. I'm sorry. I was watching Well Off Media and had my mic off. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just think that you got to think out of even. I don't even like doing this to pros. Like when you play football, you understand a lot more. Like just what people are saying. Oh, you should have did this. You should have did that. Like it's not that easy. But when you like go, if you can actually analyze and know what the job is supposed to be doing, then you can say something like that. But like when just because the guy's the closest person to a guy when he makes a catch, it might not be his coverage. But people are gonna be like, oh, he got beat. He got beat. Like you don't know the play call if it's zone or man. But if you go back and look at it and break it down, then you can say, yeah, he got beat. But don't just be tweeted out randomly. I feel because these kids read everything. They read everything.
They do. Hey, Peter, to answer your question, J-Rob, best position is safety.
Yes, I think that's his only position.
What up, Dre? Coach Dre?
What's going on, man? Hey, listen, what Mr. Nisha told y'all is just the God-heaven truth, man. Like, we compare two kids that both 5 stars, they both was what they is. What people fail to realize is Prime just trying to make Cormani the best Cormani he can be. You hear Travis say, I'm not trying to be the next Deion Sanders. I'm just trying to be the best Travis Hunter I can be. So we just got to take it for what it is. Again, he had to learn the little stuff. There's no denying his talent. I don't think Prime never thought that the kid couldn't play. It was just, hey, you got to do all these other things. And if I go out there and let you do what you're doing right now and letting you play, I'm not teaching you nothing. I'm not making you better. I'm just letting you do your thing, and that ain't gonna work for Coach Prime, man. That's just not gonna work for him. So we just gotta back off. Let's let these kids, like I say, these kids, him and Amarion, they just came out of high school, man. So let's let these kids grow, and they're gonna show you that they real ball players. Because I don't watch them most of their lives. They just ball players, man. When the ball up in the air, they gonna come to play.
And also if it doesn't go their way, or if they have 27 good plays and all you remember is the 3 bad plays, you're doing like, what's the point? I just want us as a fan base to not be because we see these guys way off. We see these guys. I cheer for them like I think they're like my brothers when they're out there because I see them all the time. And I think it's so easy for us to be like, oh my gosh, he got a touchdown. And it's like, allow him that. Allow him the adversity. Let him work through it and be supportive. Love on them. Show support to these guys. They need it. They're not going to get it from anybody else other than us, really. So we need to be a fan base that is supportive of their journeys.
To piggyback off your point, I think a lot of this stuff coming from, we see them more than you see in any other program with players, right? Because Coach Prime, every day, they're putting out a video of the players. Sometimes they'll be like, well, this happened today. It really happened the day before. They just didn't show you everything from the day before. They use content for the day after. And so because we see our players more than we see a lot of college programs, that's why people are so harsh on what their expectation is for these players, and they just got to calm down expectations. And I've been saying this from day one. When you calm down your expectations, you're going to get more and more out of players. But you gotta lower your expectations. If you keep the bar high, you're not giving them any room to grow, and you want to be able to give people room to grow and develop and shine. And those are the things that I've been saying since day one with Kamani. Kamani's gonna be great, but you got to give him time to grow.
Hey, Rob, that's fast, Rob. That's about like last year when I was watching Coach Prime down at Jackson State when Travis came in and stuff, and the fans, he done just the same stuff from last year, just duplicated. But yeah, that's what we were saying last year about Travis, because Travis came out there and played at Florida A&M. He ain't played no more all the way to Campbell. So that's what the people were saying last year about Travis. So it's the same thing, man.
Hey man, I'm leaving that alone. I see that comment, but I'm leaving that alone. I'm not touching it. But my biggest thing is, like, what do we want to see out of the ASU? Because I'm gonna talk about ASU tomorrow. Then Thursday I'm gonna talk about Colorado and on a normal routine. But I just want to know, man, what do you guys really want to see from this Colorado team this weekend? Taking back from what you've seen from USC and the growth, what do you really want to see? And I'm gonna kick it off with junior boxing. If junior boxing's not here, I'll let Frankie go.
What's going on? What's going on?
Now, I was asking, what would you like to see this weekend? Building off of last weekend from USC.
I said I got to still watch more videos. Day Tuesday, I had to answer by Thursday. I'll be ready by Thursday. My expectation is this. I want to see Wilkerson. That's my boy Wilkerson. I want to see him run the ball more.
I feel it. Old school. Dang, old school, you ain't there? You ready to talk? J-Dot.
Rob, I think everybody probably watching the video because they just dropped.
Yeah, everybody didn't got solid. It's just me.
Yeah, because I had my phone. I didn't turn my mic off, and y'all heard me talking while I was watching it. I'm like, damn, I ain't mean for y'all to hear what I was saying.
But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live because I'm about to be back on later on today.
Rob, what time is it later on today for you? You're gonna
me and David talk bus.
Yeah. What time?
It is 4:30 Mountain Time, 6:30 Eastern Time. What are you in Texas? So it'll be 5:30 your time.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll see everybody. I will be on later on with David Talk Buffs. So you don't want to miss the episode. I will catch you guys in about 2.5 hours. So I'll see you guys live when I talk about David Talk Buffs, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. This is Rob the Man Media, baby. Back with another one, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Peace.